that way, right? Up that way, north. Oh, you're going way north.
Yeah, what's that big mall up
We're
there?
we're up.
100 Thornton.
No, it's the one that got hailed.
Well, there's one at Highway 7. Wait, yeah, you are going up that far. Highway 7. There's up there, whatever that is.
We're up.
We're up.
You know what I mean by Highway 7?
I don't.
Plan for exiting the European Union failed again.
I'm just looking at AMC Thornton. Let me see what we got. AMC Westminster. Will I pass Westminster?
Yeah.
I never go north.
You will.
Do I pass Flatiron?
No.
What's the name of
It's
it?
another. Look, you're going to I-25 to the 119 turn off
Mills,
the
Carl
Lar.
Mills. There, that's the.
Where's that?
Well, isn't that in Thornton or Westminster or
What?
I'm talking
Colorado
about.
Mills?
I don't
No,
pass Flatiron.
that's in Golden.
Go to
Oh, that's
Highway.
the one? That's
Yes,
the-
go to Highway 7. Highway 7 and I-25, whatever that's called, that's what it is.
Do I pass Westminster?
You said you're looking for a theater? Yeah,
Yeah.
you're going to go north.
It's got to be AMC, though.
Well, it has to be AMC?
Yeah, because I get 3 free movies a week, man. Come
A
on. now.
week.
No,
Yes,
there's
a week.
a theater up
For
there
how
in
much?
between Firestone and Longmont.
How much is this free movie?
They're almost
$19.95 a month, but it covers everything. IMAX. One IMAX is more expensive. We use it all the time. It doesn't matter. We see 6 to 8 movies a month for $19. And you pick your seats out at AMC. It's just like you're paying cash. There's no different. You go in, you see what's available, you pick them.
$19.95 a month.
And it includes 3D, IMAX, it includes everything.
We go to a lot of.
But you don't go to AMC. You said you always go to that one downtown.
No. I mean, we go to whatever the movie is. I mean, we don't care about the theater.
AMC is at the biggest theaters in Colorado. That Highlands Ranch one is outrageous. 24 different theaters, IMAX,
Where's the
3D,
one
Dolby
we go?
Digital.
We go, other than the artsy-fartsy ones, we go to the one downtown. What's the one downtown?
They're all recliners and stuff, though,
Yeah.
right? That's all I like. I can't go to a regular
The
theater.
one downtown
I can't.
that we
They're
go
horrible.
to the pavilions. What's
What are
there,
you
Mark?
giggling about,
Mark,
you little prick?
what's in the downtown pavilions? That's what we go to.
That's, I looked it up before. It's not AMC.
I gotta have a rocking recliner.
I do, man. I can't see a movie without a recliner. What are you, nuts?
Man,
I gotta have a recliner!
I know it.
I hate
know
going
it.
to the theater.
What?
I hate going to the theater.
Even if you have the nice recliner and they bring you food and beer?
No.
Beer? Did you hear me say
If I can
beer?
have- you know what? I can buy the beer for 1/3 the freaking price. I go home.
Actually,
But
I generally.
the point-
I won't say I sneak in beer, but I might sneak in beer.
Yeah. Well, there's actually nothing illegal about that. But if there's someone there,
If you can get, there's nothing illegal.
You can take your own concessions in. There's nothing illegal about that. Yeah, it's just their policies. But no, if I can have a theater by myself, great.
I bring in a hot plate
Forget it.
and literally fry up some food, some bacon and eggs.
So you know, dollar store steaks, right?
How about if you brought in your
Got
own?
extra on here.
I need a big trench coat. You walk in, you open it up. M&Ms. Cold beer, cold beer.
You probably
If they get they get $8 at Highlands Ranch. I get 4.
Without a liquor license, that might be a problem.
you bring that big bag of candy like a Seinfeld guy that was shooting the video.
It's just a big bag of hard candy. And they're not even individually wrapped. They're just like your grandmother would have those streamed up candies that get all stuck together in the bowl. At least mine did. Ugh.
You pull one out, the whole bowl comes
The whole
out.
thing comes up. You don't even see them anymore. They're like, I don't even know what they are. They look like taffy, but they're hard candy.
They're like Christmas candies.
Yeah, exactly. These youngins don't know anything.
Oh, sure, you put that on Ashley's guy.
Spend less time taking care of your yard and more time enjoying it with a brand new Toro lawn
It didn't do you a lot of good.
top-rated self-propelled walk-behind models or time-saving zero-turn riding mowers, all with the latest features to make.
I'm actually lucky. I literally have a cup holder. I'm the only one in here that's.
You'll get more than a great
I'm special.
People need to learn to wash their cars, too. I mean, we're actually, I mean, I've considered in the past charging extra for, if we get underneath it, if it's a rust bucket.
Yeah. Do you think a car with one gas tank strap is unsafe to drive?
Yeah.
No,
It could be.
is that wrong?
Yeah, I think it is.
I don't know what's wrong with that. Meaning what then?
One's rusted away.
I glued my gas tank.
So, are you saying that because of the safety standards you're talking about, is that what we're talking about, or you're just saying in general?
Well, I wanted to bring that up too, because some of the safety standards have all changed. They changed the CRS in December. Took out about 400 automotive regulations and laws.
Good.
And rewrote a couple and stuck them on the Attorney General's website.
So it's basically impossible to return a car, though, right?
No, it's still very possible. In fact, it's more possible than ever because of the new statute that they...
How many people really freaking know that?
How about a youth? Man, I don't know.
You know, a lot of people don't know that.
I know. I just found it out this week that they took out 400 statutes, 400 regulations.
You're saying that people aren't using the safety standards, and they can't.
They can. In fact, the new one.
Are you sure that? I mean, I
Here's
love
the-
that idea.
Here's
I
the
love
new
it.
one. There's the new one right here. It starts right here. It says
Get it quick so we don't lose it.
I will. We'll talk about it.
Hi, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Welcome to the only show of its kind anywhere in the universe where we are solving problems, answering questions, taking complaints, and making your life a little easier. How many people actually work to make your life easier on or in the media? So that's what we're doing. Thank you. That's what we do, media with a purpose, because even our sponsors are part of this. As part of the referral list, they are our experts, and they help us to evaluate problems out there in consumer land. Welcome to Car Day today. We don't ever have just one topic on a show, but Car Day comes close because we want to emphasize cars on Fridays. Cars are such a major part of our lives. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255 is our number. And, of course, you can call 303-MARTINO 24/7. We have some guests in from the referral list for Car Day. We have Jeff Vick from Kimmer Transmission. We have Norris Schlieder from SOS Inspections. He does mobile inspection work, a lot of pre-buy inspections. We talked about safety regs and how they pertain to purchases of cars. I always tell people, don't buy cars with high mileage, and always get cars checked out. And as is means as is, and you can't do anything about it. Norris proposed a wrinkle in that, saying, well, there are some safety regulations that even if a car is as is, even if a car is sold as is, there are certain things it must do or must be. Safe is one of them. The other one is emissions, unless it's sold as a towaway. So let's talk about that. We'll talk about that throughout the show. Can you take back a used car that is unsafe based on this standard of safety in the state, even if it's as is? Joining the mix, Alaramas, Pro Auto Care as well. He just came in. So we have three people here today.
He's always late.
Yeah, let's go to the phones. Chris, what's happening with you, Chris? What's happening? I'm not going to say anything bad about him being late because that's just, you're right. He is always late. Yeah. Go ahead, Chris. What's happening?
Good morning, Tom.
Hey, what's going on with this Carfax thing? We had a friend who bought a car, and the Carfaxes, two of them were completely different. I couldn't understand how that could happen. What's going on with you?
So I bought an 05 Sierra GMC pickup.
05 Sierra GMC pickup. Okay, nice looking truck.
With the salvage title, which I did know about.
Okay.
I bought it through Copart, through a wholesaler, friend of mine. And the odometer has a discrepancy in it. And there's a sensor saying that the airbag needs some work as well.
Okay.
And I'm just trying to see where I'm at with...
Okay, you knew it was salvaged. You bought it. what is the problem now? There's a discrepancy in the Carfax?
The discrepancy in the odometer.
Between the
Carfax,
between the Carfax and the odometer statements, or between the Carfax and the car?
Between the Carfax and the car.
Okay, what does the car say it has on it?
165,000.
On the odometer, and what does Carfax say?
It's got around 235,000.
Okay. Now, that could happen in different ways. First of all, when you report to Carfax, do you report mileage, guys?
Yes, generally you report mileage, but also with a salvage title, there should have been a disclosure as to what the damage was to the vehicle and what was actually repaired on it in order to put it back, make it roadworthy. So he should have gotten that info.
Not if it already had a salvage title.
It's supposed to, in Colorado, it is supposed to follow down the line each time it is sold.
So what, is it listed on the title itself?
There's supposed to be a disclosure, yes.
On the title?
No, not on the title. There's supposed to be a disclosure that comes with it when you purchase a salvage title.
So every time, if he buys it and then he sells it,
if it said they had to do front end repairs or
and every person down the line gets that disclosure.
Supposed to get that disclosure. That's correct. So if that
I'm wondering why I didn't know about that. I've talked about salvage vehicles for a long time.
If that dash was replaced during the process of it being repaired to make it roadworthy again, that could explain the discrepancy.
How old is this law?
I couldn't tell you how old the law is. I've dealt with salvage cars in the past, and every time I've ever had a transaction either to me or away, that disclosure has to be in place.
Okay. So, right now, you want to know how many miles, but did you buy it based on the Carfax miles or based on the odometer miles?
I bought it I won the bid. I placed the bid because of the lower mileage on the vehicle.
On the Carfax?
On the odometer of the vehicle.
Yeah, but you know what? With a salvage vehicle at an auction, I'm not sure. Did they state it was actual mileage? I mean, you did an inspection period. What did they state? Did they make a representation? Because just being on the odometer doesn't make it a representation.
They said that it was exempt because it was over 10 years old.
Okay, then it's open. I mean, are you trying to make a claim that I bought this and it has more miles and I want my money back? I mean, are you like pissed off about it?
Not necessarily, Tom.
Because it's a salvage vehicle and it's old and who cares, right? I mean, do you think it would have made that much difference? I mean, it's not going to affect the value at all.
I probably wouldn't have bid on the vehicle knowing it had over 200. That's my.
And it may not have over 200. I don't know. I mean, did you follow the lineage on Carfax? Does it look pretty accurate?
It does.
Okay. So, what did you say to the auction?
I asked them about that, and I asked them about the disclosure that we did receive, and it was checked marked other without any explanation.
What do you mean other?
So they have a list on the disclosure of what happened to the vehicle, why it's a salvage vehicle, and it just said other in the checkbox.
Well, if it's a state-approved form, I mean, you look at this, the whole thing is a gamble from the very beginning. First, you're at an auction. Second, it's used. Third, it's 05. 4, it's salvaged. I mean, I don't think, Chris, I don't think you have anything to go on. I mean, what are you trying to get? What is your ultimate outcome if you could wave your magic wand? Do you want to undo the deal?
Not necessarily.
Okay, when you say not necessarily, what do you want? I need to know. What do you want? Because we have to go for something, and I need to know what your target is. What are you looking for? You called for a reason.
I would hope that we are doing things lawfully with these mechanics and people who are rebuilding them.
What do you mean we are doing things? That you are doing things lawfully?
Not me, myself, but are we disclosing properly?
Well, Chris, the laws are in place. I mean, do you want to... Are you calling because you want to change the system, because you feel like there needs to be a change in the system?
No, not necessarily that the system is working properly.
You want to know, I don't know if it's working properly. Chris, there's always going to be cases where things don't work right. I don't know, And I'm not trying to give you a hard time. I just don't know what you're calling about. You say not necessarily to undo the deal. You want to, you feel like things disclosed. Everything was disclosed properly. Everything. You had a disclosure statement as required, and they put down other. You could have asked about it. You had a fax, a car fax, which is not official. You have an odometer statement, but you have no certification saying it's actual miles. There was nothing done wrong. I mean, I don't even know. There was absolutely nothing done wrong in your transaction. So unless you have a specific thing, and Chris, I put you on hold so you can think about it. I don't know what you want. What were you going to say, Al?
So here's what's funny. Tom, when we change a odometer, typically assembly, what's required of us, we have to put a sticker.
Right.
It's an actual stick-on sticker that goes in the door jamb of the car. That's the extent of the reporting. And what's funny, stickers obviously can come off. So
or a door can come off on a salvage vehicle.
Right.
When you buy a salvage vehicle, all bets are off.
Right. And with the Carfax piece, it's all up to the inputter. When it comes in, I wish I could say my guys 100%. They can fat finger a odometer reading easily. And
but usually you can see that in the chronological order. You can see if it had 100,000 miles, all of a sudden has 200, or it has less, then something went wrong. But again, Chris, you bought a car at auction, used, salvaged, everything was done correctly. Everything. I mean, you're just upset that there's a discrepancy between Carfax and the odometer. Do you know how often that happens? A ton. It happens a lot. So with the odometer reading, it's either actual mileage or actual mileage unknown. So if there's really no solution to what you're calling about. I don't even know how much you paid for it. Did he say how much you paid for it? I'm curious, Chris. What did you pay for it?
I paid around $5,000.
What do you guys think? $5,000, an 05 GMC Sierra pickup, salvage title.
Pretty good deal.
200,000 miles, let's say. It's not bad. $5,000.
Probably took a couple thousand on that.
I mean, you're going to spend some money to put it back on the road. I don't think you're going to be hurt.
Well, technically it's a wholesale transaction.
They've got a disclosure on there.
And the laws don't apply to wholesale transactions.
That's all it says.
Yeah.
And my whole point on that thing.
And the 10-year odometer fraud?
No, I mean, if it was
That is
salvage title vehicle,
that's a
chances are
federal
somebody's
rule.
popped a new dash.
Hickenlooper changed it in 2016 to unlimited years.
Yeah.
I mean, on a GMC. What
did you just see, Captain State?
Went bad.
The mileage fraud, he said mileage fraud had a 10-year time limit.
No, I think he said mileage statement is exempt. After 10 years, you don't have to get
No, I can't have that on those.
No, I'm running late and I'm moving to I had problems.
Yeah, but you don't have to get an odometer.
They're not playing around.
Especially on a wholesale transaction.
But that's
Somebody.
It means somebody's
I
gonna
think
peek in
that's all
and see
he
me and
thought.
I'm
He
gonna
said
get
they
the
didn't have
literal.
one.
I'm gonna get the caboose.
Literally.
Second floor, it would hurt.
But why is that? Because it's an auction?
Yeah, it's different. It's different than a retail
You know, I wasn't
transaction.
drinking water, period. I mean,
Nothing went wrong anyway.
Hurt the board when the.
Okay, guys, go on. Joseph A. Lazara is an attorney at law who will fight for you to defend you if ever you're popped for something, a crime. You know what? Sometimes you're guilty, sometimes you're not. Joe's not going to take the time to preach to you. He's just going to defend you. You have to get through the system. There are some people with DUIs that say, look, I learned my lesson. This was stupid and crazy, but you still need an attorney to go through the system, to meet the deadlines, and to deal with the situation with minimal impact. Sometimes you're falsely accused. Other times you get into a scuffle with a neighbor. You never know where life is going to take you. Joe Lazara is there. Again, people are imperfect. The system is imperfect. Justice prevails usually in most cases, but you need an attorney. Joe Lazara is a criminal defense attorney with flat rate pricing who does $500 discounts for large cases for Martino listeners. 303-429-6200. 303-429-6200. Joe Lazara is also on my referral list at referralist.com.
Have you seen 5 feet apart?
No, I don't know. I don't like disease movies.
What is it?
A disease movie. I don't.
Are you sure that's
I just
what
want
it is?
to show you.
On this, let me just highlight.
I don't like disease movies.
I don't know what you
That's what you gave me. Yeah.
Here's the new 5 feet apart.
Do you want lunch today? You want lunch today?
Statute. 44, 21, 21.
Jimmy John's?
Yeah, that's always good.
Now, I don't think they care about food, just they care
This
about
is
liquids.
liquid.
We can't have any liquids on the counter. So this is new. The license of a motor vehicle salesman may be denied, revoked, or suspended on the following
What if I
grounds.
spill my water and get electrocuted from my headset?
When life takes you apart, fight for every inch.
So what did somebody do? Take out
Two
the
young
board?
people refuse to be defined by
Somebody blew up the
obstacles.
radio station with water?
Not totally.
I don't understand, why
Okay.
can't they touch each
You
other?
notice it says it could be revoked, but they don't say they have to undo the deal. But they're saying that's the consequence of not undoing the deal. Okay.
Material damages disclosures, much more important this year than it's ever been before.
Can you show me one that's ever been done?
What?
One that's a used car that's been returned.
No one knows
Yeah,
about
that's right, you guys.
Yeah,
know.
Mark, really,
I've done it here on the show.
But no, I'm sure. Yeah, but
No.
technically, people don't know about this. They really don't.
I just want one guy to call up that did it.
I did it. The guy's name is Leaf
Yeah. Due to the structural corrosion, it should have been sold as towaway.
How long ago?
About 4 years ago.
Okay.
But Mark, I think more people.
And I'm gonna get this gal our money back too, on a car she said for
Good.
But can't they charge for mileage and use and everything?
Um,
And how about the
Hold on.
financing?
No, that's for financing. They can't charge bailment if the sale should have never gone through. Like on
That's right.
emissions cases, they can't charge bailment. And I would assume they can't here. I don't know that for sure, but it's this kind of like an emissions thing.
How about on the financing? What happens?
I'm not a finance expert.
I don't know. I would say that the finance company took false security collateral. I think they could go after the consumer. The consumer has to fight a separate battle. That's what I think. Because it doesn't address it here.
So according to the,
They changed the as-is rules.
TSA, which is a National
Well,
Highway Transportation.
I want to see it in the laws. This is the actual wording of the law.
That's why I pulled it off the,
I'm going to look at that.
Attorney
I
General
want to
today.
see the wording before. I want to see all of it because it's something that I need to start telling people.
Issues and people doing rollbacks and all that.
You've been having problems with automation deliveries?
It's a,
Automation, any other dealerships?
dealers in general are just terrible to deal with. Terrible.
I'm done with automation.
It's it.
I will order out of Wyoming before I can order another.
They're a bad organization. And the thing is, the parts department, they don't care. They really don't
When I
care.
was able to do automation with Dodge over on Arapahoe, when I could deal directly with the counter guys, I mean,
Send Suzanne that
spot
too,
on.
that
Okay.
digital report.
But now they won't allow them to talk to wholesale customers unless they're standing at the counter.
No,
They
she
have to
found
go
me
through
on
the
her
little frickin' phone bench. And now,
Hi, I'm Tom Martino, and this hour brought to you by Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. 303-920-1622. I'll stake my reputation on Frank every time. You will never find anyone better, more attentive, more honest and forthright. You'll never be disappointed. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. Whether you're buying real estate or selling real estate, and I've done both with Frankie. 303-920-1622. All right, Chris now does have an issue to address, one issue specifically. He bought a car as is, not that is all of it. It was at an auction. The odometer says 165,000 miles, but clearly there was no odometer statement, so you can't rely on it. It's an auction, so they're not making representations. The Carfax, which is not a legal document, says 200,000 miles. That also is not a representation. It's a salvage vehicle, which further throws it into the assumed risk pool. So he bought the car, paid $5,000, 05 GMC Sierra pick-me-up. Okay, so, Chris, sum it up. What else did you want to say? Because we all have been talking about it, think that you did a risky deal, you got a vehicle, make the best of it. I don't think you have any strong case anywhere. That's just my opinion on if I did this, I wouldn't try to pursue anything. But what do you think?
I appreciate that. I'm just trying to get all these details. I did look for the sticker in the door.
What sticker?
And, the VIN verification, the VIN complication.
But Chris, get to your last issue that you told me was an issue.
Keep going, because, Chris, this is not even a retail transaction, which throws all of the requirements that a normal dealer has out the window to begin with. So you have one other level of problems, and that is it was not a consumer transaction.
What about an airbag situation? in the state of Colorado.
It's a salvage vehicle as is in an auction, okay? There are some safety features cars must have. Not features, but safety standards a car must meet. But Chris, you just told me you're not trying to get your money back. So why are you bringing these things up? What is your goal? You still haven't answered that. What is your goal?
I just hope that the rebuilders
listen, you're calling the show to change. You hope the rebuilders, you're talking in universal altruistic terms. I don't care about that. We don't get on this show and try to change the world, okay? We try to help people. So Chris wants to make a statement. I hope the rebuilders are doing things properly. Okay, thanks. Chris, I'm sorry. You have no point to your call. You're just pissed off, all right? You are. But you don't know what to say, so you're saying this whole system needs to be looked at. I hope the rebuilders are doing things correctly. They're not doing anything wrong. Do you realize, Chris, do you realize in your transaction, not one thing was done wrong? Not one thing. You can't think of one thing that violated any code or law that I know of. Not one thing. So where do we start? I hope rebuilders are doing the right thing. All right. I hope priests are doing the right thing. I hope that accountants are doing the right thing. I hope school teachers are doing the right thing. I hope police are doing the right thing. What is the point of the call? If you had called me and said, I was defrauded, here is why, I want my money back, I can deal with it. But you're not calling with any statement whatsoever. Do you understand my frustration? I'm not mad at you, but you're not saying anything. What is bothering you, Chris? Just tell me, what is bothering you?
I wouldn't have purchased the vehicle for the price if it had over 200,000 miles on it.
Well, guess what? Then you don't go to an auction because there were no guarantees made to you whatsoever. None. So therefore, it's on you that you did that. But now at least I get what you're pissed at. You wouldn't have purchased it had you known the mileage. My thing is then never go to an auction, ever. Because there are no guarantees for mileage there. Melissa has a Camping World problem. What a surprise. Because Camping World sucks, and Camping World has gone downhill, and we have nothing but trouble with Camping World. Well, I shouldn't say nothing but trouble, but I mean, we hear about them all the time, and usually we don't get anything solved. Is that an accurate statement? Suzanne, have they responded to us ever to help? Have they ever helped?
I don't know that I've ever called Camping World.
But we all had problems with them. Dan, you have.
And I called her on this one. I told Melissa to call in again because they told me they were going to get it all fixed, and she's still having issues. So I told her to call on in.
What is the issue? Is it a unit you purchased there, Chris? I mean, Melissa?
It is.
What did you buy?
We bought a 30.5 Jayco MBOK. It's the mid-bunk.
New?
New.
When?
New.
When?
Like July 28th.
Okay, so it was new of a 2018 model?
Yes.
Okay. And you're just having warranty issues? Is that the bottom line? Because you can go anywhere for a warranty that sells those.
So we took it October 3rd, and they did about $14,000 worth of warranty work, replaced the roof twice, replaced slide-out mechanisms, excuse me, and we got it back. We just got it back 3 weeks ago today.
And you're having more problems.
We're having more problems. I actually called Camping World while we were out camping, and the service manager, the service department manager that we had been working with, no longer works there.
Why don't you just go somewhere else?
Well, the issue now is that they have, in the process of doing all the other repairs, they also ruined our carpet, and they wrecked two skirting panels.
Oh, man. So what are they going to do for you? Anything?
Well, here's my complaint about them.
Yeah. Well, that's for sure. You just told me they ruined some carpeting. That's bad.
Right. And on top of that, now our heater doesn't work. And when we took it out last Friday, of course, it was raining in the evening. The seal on a completely different slide-out came off.
Now, why do you think that's their problem and not
I understand.
Is it a Jayco?
It is.
Listen, Jayco, I don't know about Jayco quality in general, but I will tell you, and it's a deep, dark secret of the RV industry. And back in the day when I was young and stupid, I had over $1 million RVs, and then I had $200,000 RVs. I had 50. I mean, I just was a fool, and not one of them, it doesn't matter what you paid, not one of them measures up to quality it should, because they all have problems. They're just big, giant, complicated messes. Mark loves his. He has a new one. Yeah, he's had issues from day one. From day one, he's had issues.
Yeah, but they take care of them.
I know they take care of them, but you've had issues.
Well, the nice thing I liked about Century, they told me, they said, hey, all these are put together by hand. You will have some issues. We'll take care of it. But this sounds horrible. The slide's not working, roofs. That's going to go back to Jayco or whatever the name was.
And then they ruined our carpet. So here's the main thing. Is Camping World willing to do anything about it?
Well, the Camping World, you know, I've gone through like 3 different service.
I understand that people aren't working there. I know there's a tale of misery, I call it. I get you on that.
Yeah.
But and are you at a point where this is where usually the derivation and how it proceeds? You are now no longer willing to trust them. You want a new unit.
Well, sure, but yeah, I mean, they fixed
because you're not going to get a new unit. You're not covered by
No.
11 laws. But you could get possibly some action from Jayco directly.
I am concerned that, you know, since they've replaced the roof twice, I'm like, how long is this going to last?
I know.
Does it wreck the integrity
There's
of
no
the
lemon
camper?
law for
I know. So
Right.
here's what we do. Why don't we call Jayco?
So that's the other thing. I've been in contact with Jayco, and I'm actually on a Jayco forum.
What does Jayco say they will do for you? Will they intercede, or better yet, send you somewhere else?
No, they said they're working on it. That's all I'm getting is everybody's working on it.
You know,
Everybody's
I
working
think
on it.
I think if we make a phone call and we say that we have a regional, large, well, actually national, if you count online and all that, we have a very large radio audience of consumers. Tell them that we're following this along. I think sometimes just that can help, and we'd be willing to lend a hand on that one. Okay? I mean, just to say, look, we want to know what's going on with this woman.
Right, and
you know,
I
these
gotta
are
be
all
honest.
owned by Warren Buffett, by the way.
Camping World's?
That one?
No, Camping World's owned by Marcus
Lemonis.
Yes, but the brand she's talking about
Jayco.
is owned by Buffett. He owns all these.
What do you mean, all these?
Well, he owns Forest River.
He does?
Yep. Thor. He owns a major investment in Berkshire Hathaway. Berkshire Hathaway owns virtually all these brands. Not all of them, but all the ones we're talking about.
A lot of the major RVs.
That's right.
Who owns Fleetwood, do you know?
Fleetwood.
Now, Melissa,
Yes.
Can we call just to somebody? Have you talked to someone at Jayco?
I've talked to one person, and I've also been emailing this VP of marketing that has had the job for 3 days.
Okay.
AIP, by the way, they do not own that one.
Hold on a second. Suzanne, give this to Daphne to just contact Jayco with a very simple inquiry that we are following this along. There are a lot of people that want to know how this is going to come out. This woman has had way too many problems for a brand new unit, and she's not asking for anything except she wants it fixed, and she wants it fixed right. I think that will help.
Yep. Winnebago,
Number
baby.
9, unwitched, no
Winnebago.
light onions.
Do they still make Winnebagos? I own a Winnebago.
1 minute. Aurora,
I got a mini Winnie.
Okay, guys.
They're owned by
we're
themselves,
Ordering
right?
Jimmy John's. How many number 9 unwitches?
With hot peppers, please.
Yeah, hot peppers.
Hot peppers, no
hot
onions.
peppers,
No onions.
No onions.
Same as that. Little extra love.
So 2.
Tommy, how are you, brother?
Tired.
No onions.
You look tired, bro.
And
It's not a lack of sleep either.
regular.
Wow,
2
great.
of those. 1 just hot.
I don't really have a lot of
peppers.
stuff. Just tired.
And what would you like?
I think it's Italian sinuses.
Italian with bread.
Yeah, sure.
The whole. Okay,
No,
so
I
that's
think
number 9.
that
And you like everything
your
on it?
cello, dolce,
No.
is
Our staff,
sweet
finally
with candy and
nice to
onion.
meet you. See you face to face.
And soft.
Rick's stopping by. Corey's going to do a notary for us. I'm going to bring him up and let him see the show.
Good. We'll do that.
We'll
Especially
we'll be in our best behavior.
Yeah, be good.
Hey guys, I'm doing a spot right now. Take mine. It is amazing every time I mention the new orthodontics that there are people that haven't heard of it. They think they have to do normal orthodontics. If you're an adult, you want straight teeth, you have a few options, okay? You can do normal orthodontics, 6, 7, 8 years. You can do cosmetic dentistry, which is quicker, but about $50,000 or $60,000. Regular orthodontics can be 10 grand. You can do the new orthodontics with Dr. Kent Lawson. That is wearing a series of mouthpieces that
really widen your palate. Even as an adult, your palate is wide, and that does some other remarkable things. It cures TMJ and sleep apnea because you're widening your palate and adjusting and aligning the jaw. After that, you wear Invisalign braces for a short time, and then you have straight, beautiful teeth, all in 2 years, and for a fraction of the cost of regular orthodontics or cosmetic dentistry. 303-690-0100. The New Orthodontics, Dr. Kent Lawson. 303-690-0100.
Spend less time taking care of your yard and more time enjoying it.
So it wasn't
With a brand new
sure if someone's filter or someone threw it, and then the water from throwing
or time-saving zero-turn riding mowers. All with the latest features to make mowing less of a chore. With Toro's proven durability, you'll get more than a great-looking yard. You'll get a more.
I got you. Mike's going on again.
The empty one.
Ideal home loans for your next ideal home loan. What does it mean? It means that they are ideal because they have a number of different programs to fit everyone. Credit optimization is the best. Even after you're approved, they might say, hey, Tom, pay down that one balance by $40. Or why don't you change this address because they have it wrong. Really, little tiny things like that. It's called credit optimization. Can legally, quickly change your credit, get you better pricing by 20 or 30 points. You'd be surprised what it can do to credit. Custom term loans, of course, you want the low rates. You don't want to go back to 30 years. You name your term. They also have the rate guarantee. No matter what rates do, if they go down, you're covered. They refinance you free of charge for 2 years. And every time you close, you get another 2-year guarantee. And then the pre-approval is like a cash deal. You are absolutely approved for an amount. You just have to have an appraisal that fits, and you're off to the races. That's why I say Ideal Home Loans for your next ideal home loan. IdealHomeLoans.com, 303-867-7000.
We all hopefully never need a personal injury lawyer. I know I do.
Well, yesterday, Tom, someone sent back in thanks for turning down between breaks. They really like to hear what goes on the breaks. They did.
Why? Did something happen?
Well, you were kind of loud. I think when you left, it was kind of loud. And then when you kind of turned it down, they said, hey, thanks so much for turning down between breaks.
I get you.
There were smoking sections on airplanes, in restaurants, and then gradually it got to be where it wasn't anywhere. It's not part of the social norm anymore. It's not accepted. But I was at a party this summer, and there was a single person smoking. Even in my own home, I had my own designated space to smoke. I think about it, it really was like I was punishing myself. It was really a friend of mine that said, why wouldn't you just try the Juul?
He said he's hard but fair.
So okay, I'll try it. And so I went out and I bought one. The idea of going back to smoking is, I couldn't even imagine doing that. I just don't enjoy it anymore. I don't think anyone, including myself, thought that I could switch.
Carolyn made the switch October 2016. Make the switch at Juul.com. That's JUUL.com. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Join one of the top franchises in the country for better mosquito
He should put a bounty. I'm going to actually tell him that. He should put a bounty. Any pictures get $20.
Ooh. He's already on. Somebody's ready to fall. He doesn't like me. Oh, Willie.
This is the Troubleshooter Show Car Day today. We are talking cars, but we'll talk anything else you want. Let's talk to Karen. Hi, Karen. What's happening?
Good morning, Tom.
Hey, what's happening with your Carfax? Or is it Car?
That's Carflex in Aurora, Tom. Norris has all the paperwork.
Oh, I'm looking at it. So Norris is working on a problem for you, right, Karen?
Yes, he is.
Now, this is a used vehicle that you purchased at Carflex. It's a 2006 Toyota 4Runner.
Mm-hmm.
And what was your first, your first sign of trouble?
Well, it had like a little rattle underneath it.
A rattle.
I was assuming it was a muffler. And then when I was driving it, like the steering wheel was really tight and it was making noise. So I started putting in power steering fluid got better. So over time, over a couple months, all that kind of got worse.
So you checked out, so you called SOS because, now you bought this as is though, right?
I did.
But what does that mean? That's the thing. So Norris looked at it, and what did he tell you? By the way, Norris is SOS Inspections. Go ahead.
Yeah, Norris is awesome. He said it wasn't safe to drive. It should have been sold as a tow vehicle.
A tow away. That means that
Tow-away
it's
vehicle.
salvage, basically. You can't use it, or it won't pass emissions, or it's too unsafe. So what did he find? Norris, why don't I just ask you, what did you find on this vehicle that made you feel it was not roadworthy?
It's got really bad frame rot.
Frame rot. Now,
right in the crumple zones.
We have said to people, and crumple zones on a unibody are designed to collapse to absorb shock. If there's rot there, or if it's put together wrong with a weld, when they weld together frames, they can do away with that so it no longer absorbs shock. So here's the deal, okay? I tell people, so sad, too bad. You bought it as is. But there are some very few exceptions. One is emissions, but you must do it within the voucher period or you're out. But if you can show it never passed inspections in that first 3 days, and they have to undo the deal or lose their license. Even private owners have to undo the deal. They don't have any license to lose. This case was a dealer, and there is another area of law that we don't use much, but Norris says we should start. And that is, even with an as-is purchase, this is very important for people to hear. I don't want them to hang their hat on it. They still should get cars checked out and be wise and all of that. But even with an as-is purchase, there are certain minimal safety standards that have to apply. For example, Norris, without getting into the subjectivity of this gas tank and the brackets and all that, if a car did not have functioning brakes, that would be a no-brainer, right?
Yes.
Okay, what about cracked windshield?
That's no longer part of the regulations.
Okay, what about steering column that's loose?
That's no longer part.
What? What's
windshield-
considered unsafe then, according to the law?
They've really changed a lot in the last 4 months, and it really comes down to the material damages disclosure.
What does that mean?
That means if the car has material damages and they don't disclose it, they're in a lot of trouble.
Okay, but the safety standards still apply, right, or not?
I can't find them in the statutes anymore.
Oh, no. So if it didn't have brakes, would that be something they should disclose then? Is that so? You're saying they don't have safety standards anymore in as-is deals, but they do have disclosure requirements?
That's right.
And she bought under the old or new law?
I'm not sure. They changed a lot of stuff last fall.
So you bought it in March of 2019. You bought it just a few days ago or not? No. That's when Norris inspected it. When did you buy this?
September 25th.
I have a hunch it was under the old standards.
Last year, yeah.
But in any case, Norris feels you should get your money back. Did you go to the dealer with that?
I've called him several times, and he said no. He sells good cars. He would buy it back from me less a 20% restocking fee because he has to make money.
What does that come to?
It's like $2,500.
Oh my gosh! So the whole thing was how much?
The loan I had to take out was $12,688. He sold it for $11,090, I think.
Well, you can't even do the small claims court thing because it's only 7,500 limit. But you have. We have to call. I'd like to call the dealer based on the report we have. But Norris, I know that you don't do this for people. You don't actually negotiate this, do you? Or have you ever done that?
No, I don't negotiate it for them.
But you do have the report.
I put the information together for them.
I would assume most people are going to say, sue me. I mean, honestly, that's what I think. That's why I think these rules are stupid. The dealer board doesn't have anything to do with it, right? They don't threaten to take the license.
Yes, they do.
Okay, well, then that's what she does, and she calls up the dealer board.
That's a good idea. You go to the dealer license. That's a great idea. Go to the dealer licensing board and show them this report and say, I bought this in September. It was unsafe, non-roadworthy. Also, I did not get correct disclosures. And then Norris even cited the statute for you. Why don't you just submit this report to the dealer licensing board and tell them that you want to undo this deal? That's a good idea. I'd like to see what happens.
That's what I'm saying. I'd love to see what happens. When I reached out to the dealer licensing board through their media department and said, hey, Joe Blow over here has not received their title on this used vehicle for 7 months, and my understanding is it needs to be reasonable time. They reached out to the dealer, and in this case, it is reasonable for X reasons. So I don't think they do crap. I don't think they have any teeth to do anything. I'll be shocked if this woman gets her money back. I think they're lazy bums down there, and they don't want to pursue anything.
Well, let's talk. Norris, have you seen them do much in your time helping people?
In fact, the last disciplinary action they took against a dealer was for failure to disclose material damages, and that was last month.
What dealer?
Choice One Motors.
Choice One Motors. So, Mark, let's just give this one a chance.
I'd love to. I hope they come through big time, man, because a lot of consumers get screwed.
Karen, we're not kissing you off. We're going to follow this along. We have the case. Norris has the information. I want you to at least do that first, okay?
Norris, technically, if the tires are bald, they should be able to get a refund, correct?
Not anymore.
No.
That's all changed.
He just said everything changed. They used to have safety standards now. They don't. They don't.
They took the tires out of the statutes. All that's gone.
He can't find it anymore. What he's saying is now, instead, it says this. You ready?
Go.
A license may be revoked from that dealer or from the salesperson for defrauding any retail buyer. Okay, what does that mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on.
How does that, if they're buying it as is, where's the fraud?
Here's what it says. Selling to a retail customer a motor vehicle that is not equipped or in proper condition and adjustment as required by Part 2, Article 4, Title 42. Now, so that there are some standards there. What are those standards? It says right here, if it's not equipped in proper condition according to this. Did you look it up?
I did. I can't find it.
Well, then what's her case? Everything he just read, what case does she have? What would the dealer board come back and say?
It says also consider the following statutes. Failure to make material damage disclosure, unlawful for any person to drive or move. What does that mean?
That means if a car's unsafe,
okay, and then also
let anybody drive
the purpose. Okay, here's what I'm getting at. This statute does refer to a list of standards a car must have. We need to figure out what those standards are.
Praise Norris. Why can't we do refer
Sponsored.
to standards? When Democrats took office in December, new AG.
1 minute, simply floors 30. 1 minute.
Switched up all kinds of stuff.
This is a whole nother level of being a fisherman. If you're like trimming up your little bait, is that what that is?
He's tying his own fly. They make their own fly.
How's it going?
Flies get expensive for you, Maya.
Dan, did you know? I didn't know this. On the biotech fellas, it's 3 days for women. It's a week for men.
Don't get tore up. They'll get
He
tore
said
up.
because men have more traps that they heal up.
So you end up out
And I didn't know that. I heard John say something about it on the air yesterday, so I emailed to clarify and go, wait a second here, am I 3 days or 7?
This morning.
So,
And I will make a claim. Now we'll see what she says. If she
Hot tub tonight.
I want her to do the licensing work.
We got more mic, guys. Mic's on. If you're looking for floor coverings, that's a major part of our life, really. Carpeting, tile, wood, whatever the floor covering, Simply Floors Inc. has all of them and the same buying power as these giant big boxes. The only difference is Buddy Mitchell passes those savings on to you. Plus, he does the best in installation, the best in designer services to design that. SimplyFloorsInc.com. You can make your own appointment. They're at 52nd and Ward if you want to drop by, southwest corner. That's SimplyFloorsInc.com.
You ever wondered how they're spending millions?
Well, the reason I told her to go through the surety bond first was because the dealer board takes a long, long time. It can take a year to get through a dealer board.
This one's, I tried to get them to come on.
Because there's 9
So we
people on
bought
the board.
2008.
6 of them are car dealers.
No, all-wheel drive.
I know they are.
Okay. 2008 Pacific. It had a flat tire. They put the small, this is an all-wheel drive, the small tire that's on there, and then drove it to get it fixed.
The donut?
The donut, the smaller one. Now the transfer case burnt out. And they just, and it's driven about 20 miles.
Al, is my spare in all right condition?
Dude, what am
My spare, is it in all right condition? Did you guys
I think they looked at that, absolutely. I think Alex made mention that when they checked price.
Now they say it's going to be $4
Yeah, did that.
So why would they put that in there?
Those tires made a huge difference in drive. I didn't realize tires.
Isn't it amazing how much of a better ride that gives?
Yeah, new tires are really something.
The Michelin,
Yeah, I love Michelin.
I love
having it. I would have them on today.
I just noticed everything. It just was so weird.
They're not created equal. Tires are not created equal.
So they make run flats for all people. I don't want one. Do they make run flats?
No, it makes a huge difference. Uniroyal.
Do they make them that big?
Continental makes a lot of run flats.
Yes.
Are they worth it?
Why is it?
No,
run flats.
They're great. You don't have to get out of your car. You just drive it to the nearest dealer 200 miles later and spend what, like $1,400 for a tire?
Busting up a wheel on a set of mine, a regular size tire or whatever.
Look it up. They're not cheap.
They're not cheap.
And they bought it used at 1,000 miles.
They're probably like 250 to 350 a tire. And some of those on the bigger size for the SUV.
And they have to special equipment to get them all off the
That
rim,
is
too.
going to happen all the time.
What is in it that makes it a run flat?
Big black rubber donut that was really held off of the road by the air in the tire for the first inch.
Yeah. It's like a goop. Sealed it. That's a
rear
the
is
first one that had that essentially
Why don't they make airless tires?
I hope they call in. I hope they call in. So it's,
I mean, there have been some experiments. Have you seen them?
They have them, but they're heavy.
They have some honeycomb that were airless.
I missed them.
Yeah, Michelin worked on those too. Yeah. They're heavy, that's why.
And should they take Chrysler to small transport?
And this one, yeah.
Yeah, so they put the
on that thing.
14,000. 14 when they bought it.
How fast were they going after they put the donut?
40.
That's nothing.
I always love when they say all the answers are exactly.
They said it was on
I
the
didn't go far. I was driving slow.
But they said they had it on the right rear, so it shouldn't have burned up the transfer case. If it caused any damage, it should have been done to the rear differential.
Exactly right.
Okay. In order for it to be the transfer case, both tires on the rear would have had to been a different size.
Yeah.
So they probably had another ongoing problem prior to it.
I agree with it. That's my first thought.
That's right. No. Buried somewhere.
Yeah.
What would both tires be wrong do?
Because then you have an actual differential between the front and rear ratios.
The
So if it's just one side on the front or rear, it's a differential itself. Where you're going to the opinions are going to be
Tire speed difference.
right. Yeah. So just like if.
And that would fail first.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you're going faster. And generally it's 45 miles an hour on those donuts. They say it's the maximum speed.
You see people on the highway just blazing around the road.
I know,
all the time. These all-wheel drives are a big deal to have the right tires.
As little as 1/8 of an inch total rolling diameter on each.
So really, so you get one flat, you may have to change all your tires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, Costco
we actually keep stagger gauges to measure.
Put a new tire on there.
They come in with four-wheel drive complaints.
Really? So if you went to Costco with a unicycle, they wouldn't replace one tire?
No. They don't do unicycles.
You have to have a spare,
They don't
Mark.
do
You have to have a
unicycles.
spare. It goes in your backpack, along with the jack.
Oh, your sarcasm is amazing. You guys are on.
Well, actually, he wasn't being sarcastic.
No, I was dead serious.
You're kidding me. Oh my God.
I just like proving Dan wrong. He makes these statements that are so full of crap, and I just poke holes through them.
No, Costco won't. They don't do unicycles. Of course not.
You just call fake news.
So you're telling me
I'm telling you that.
Costco and anyone that's ever owned it or shopped there has never owned a unicycle?
I'm Tom Martino. Welcome to the show.
We are here Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mountain Time. Now, you can catch us online, Facebook, YouTube, and iTunes, even, of course, iHeartRadio app, referralist.com. You can go to archives and find us if you don't watch us live. Okay, so we are truly working on several of these cases behind the scenes, and we're ready to go with Karen. What is going on with Karen?
I bought I traded in a vehicle December 14th of 2018, and I traded in a Hyundai Santa Fe for a Ford Fusion. And I did that at a dealership in Colorado Springs, and I thought everything was fine. February 8th, I start receiving a bunch of alerts that my credit's being pulled, and it gives the address, and I notice it's that dealership. So I called them and asked them, what was going on, and they informed me that they didn't get the deal finished. And so, I asked them, this is 60 days later, and they said, well, we need you to come in to unwind the deal.
Okay.
So I take the car in, but by that time they had already paid off my trade-in.
Okay.
And they said they sold it, so they can't give it back to me.
Well, they weren't supposed to sell it. They broke the law.
I know they did, but then, so I left there. They're trying to get me into a vehicle with more mileage, and I
Here's
said
what
no.
you ask them. You ask them for value. If they have to undo the deal, they need to pay you the value of your car.
How much did they give you on a trade-in?
They gave me $15,000.
Well, then they should give you. You should bring that car back, and then they should give you $15,000.
She was upside down, and she was financing the negative. Is that right?
But I gave them $2,300 down payment.
You should get all that money back. You should get the cost of your car, whatever the value was, plus your $2,300. If you're upside down, that's your problem. I mean, Karen, but it's their problem that they sold it. They did screw you up. However, not the negative part is your problem. I mean, that's not their problem.
I understand that. What happened though was because they said they wouldn't give me my car back, I bought a car. I needed transportation to work.
With them?
No, not with them. So what happened is then they came back. It was like the day after I bought the car.
Let me get this straight. You bought another car. How could you afford another car? Where'd you get the money?
Because they said they weren't going to give me the car back. And I thought,
how did you afford another car? You had a car loan out in your name. You had a car being financed in another car. You were out $2,300. You had negative equity. How did you qualify for another car?
Well, they canceled the first car loan. They canceled that contract.
Good. So
and
you did not. You actually. Okay, good. So they actually paid off your car, and okay. So that 20. How much upside down were you?
About $4,000. So
okay. So you owe them. You owe them a little money. That's it. Because the $2,300 goes toward that negative. You owe them a little money. But okay. But this is actually probably better for you. So what happened now?
It is. What they did is they contacted LA that financed the loan, and they said, "Hey, we want the money back from paying off that car." I didn't know they could do that. But
hold on, they contacted the original lender that you had and said, "We want to rescind our payoff." Yeah. I didn't know they could do it either. But if the lender lets them do it, but how can they possibly rescind the payoff? You need to sue these people. They can't rescind the payoff and you don't have your car. Are they saying, and please don't exaggerate, are they saying, Karen, we expect you to pay off your old trade completely and we're going to keep all the money?
What they said was they sent me a letter the other day. They said, come get your car. And I was like,
wait,
what?
So they do have your car? Do they have your car?
They did. And I went and picked it up. And I was like, I don't know how this even happened.
Well, they rescinded the deal and you have the car. You're going to say you have damages, but you have to prove them. And I think they were reckless and you do have damages. But I think this is all, listen, but so hold on though. Yeah. They're not going to necessarily be responsible for the negative. Hold on. How's this for
she wouldn't have the negative anymore. If she's got her car back and her original loan on that old car back, where is any damages at this point?
Well, her $2,300 she put down.
Well, she should definitely get that back. What is she saying she didn't?
They didn't say that in their fee.
If they didn't give that back.
Right. I have an auto finance dealership expert. Can I get him on to help with this call, or you don't need
it? It has nothing to do with financing, really. It really doesn't. I mean, this has to do with a transaction. Because the loan was undone, and now she's got her car back, and she got the original loan. So she has 2 cars and 2 loans. But she's out her $2,300.
She told me they sold her trade-in.
That's what I thought she said.
Original trade-in.
They got it back for her.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, they got her car back.
Are you sure? I know she said that one time, but she also said she couldn't get it back.
Okay. Karen, just really quick, we're off the air. Did they give you your original trade-in back, or is that what you're talking about?
She's going to make it complicated.
Karen, I'm asking, that's all I'm asking. You got your trade back, is that right? And they reinstated the original loan, is that right?
Did she get the $2,300?
Okay. I understand. They're totally responsible. You don't have to qualify. I understand that, but I need to know facts. You have your car back. You have your original loan, but they're keeping your $2,300. Why? Why would they think they're entitled to that?
Payment suffering.
Maybe this guy
We're dealing with her.
And then they will give you the 23 back. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Thank you.
Why are they justifying the $2,300?
They're not. They'll give it back, but she has to release them and not sue them.
Well, what would she sue them for?
Okay, so you don't need an expert.
Damages.
That's all.
First of all, First of all, her 180 days late on the loan.
Yeah.
Is
that on her credit now?
Oh, we better believe
it. And so, what other damages? I don't know.
That's a big one, though.
I mean, there's kind of damages, but the fact that she was upside down.
If it's on her credit report.
Yeah, it's 180 days late.
On her credit report.
Yes.
That's a big fucking deal. I would have an issue. I'd sue them in small claims court. That's exactly what I'd do.
They'll give her $2,300 back.
I'd go to the dealer licensing board and say, here's what happened. They won't give me the $2,300 back. Why does she have to sign shit? That's what I do. Well, actually, I do
This
more.
sucks, actually.
What dealer is it? Did she say?
No, I didn't ask, but you can if you want before we go.
No, we'll do it on there.
Man, that woman got screwed.
What did she say she ended up buying? A Ford?
I don't know. I was actually. I thought she got her car back.
No, she traded in a Santa
Ford
Fe.
Fusion for a Ford Fusion.
I wonder if it's the Ford dealer down there. I think MedVet's got a used Ford dealership down there.
The dealer board would never pop them for that.
What's that?
Really? The dealer board would never pop them for that.
For what?
For what? Not giving her money back?
No, they wouldn't.
Why?
So they should be able to keep the money?
Look up the list of disciplinary actions that the dealer board does.
Yeah, but come on, they kept
And
the
they-
down
and they-
payment. They
and
undid
they never-
the deal.
and they never do that.
But they kept the money. They can't keep the money.
They undid the deal and don't give it a deposit back?
Yeah, but what he's
The
saying
dealer,
is,
the dealer board has 9 people on it. 6 of them are car dealers.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why when I
he's
say
not
like
gonna
this
get
lady
anything
you're helping, I doubt she'll get her money
Yeah,
back.
you're not getting any help.
I don't think
You're
it'll
not gonna get
happen.
help.
I'm not saying she shouldn't, according to what's going on. My point is they never fucking do anything.
They do some stuff, but they don't do that on the
Yeah, if you're not in the good old boy network and they don't like you, maybe they'll do something.
Choice One Motors was on the board.
Oh, really?
And they disciplined him. I watched the disciplinary actions by the board, and they pop dealers for 3 things. They get them for unlicensed salespersons.
Yep.
They get them for failure to disclose material damages, which is a new thing.
That they knew.
A new thing.
They always play dumb. They always play dumb.
Yep.
Hey guys, on a car stereo, does the antenna, and I mean anything, on most radios, is there 2 antennas, 1 AM, 1 FM, or is it all 1 antenna?
It's one.
It's 1 plug-in. So why would an FM work fine, but AM doesn't come in for shit, even if you're right near the tower? Why the hell would that happen?
AM station stuff? No, I don't know. It's the radio. It's the radio itself.
Okay.
Yeah.
The radio has
Okay.
an
Circuit board and the radio. Yeah.
Okay.
What's number 3? You're about to say before Mark interrupted you.
Hey, my radio question was way more valid than any
wait,
other
I'm waiting
shit.
for number 3.
Number 3 is failure to display the salesperson's license.
Oh, really?
Oh, big deal.
Yeah.
And that's the 3 things they hit almost every dealer.
What was
on.
the first one?
Failure to disclose material damages.
Like what? What does that mean?
Employing unlicensed
Unlicensed.
people.
Here, we had one.
And failure to display the license on the wall. That's the top 3 things that they hit dealers for.
Yeah. Oh, but that's not
That's
all
nothing.
they can hit.
It's a fine,
That's not-
isn't
they
it?
can hit for all kinds of stuff.
Isn't it a fine?
From
That's
the
all it is.
dealership, title
It's a
work, and
fine,
he said, hey,
right?
this is what you do.
That's all they do.
Okay.
They fine
I don't know if you remember that
Yes,
or not.
I do.
It was
Yeah,
like
yeah, they fine them
received
$2,000,
this
$5,000,
contract.
$10,000. AutoNation gets popped all the time.
For what?
all kinds of
Jeff,
stuff.
you were going to say something about this?
Yeah, but with the Camping World and AutoNation, they're both huge publicly traded companies. If you want to truly look at the amount of complaints compared to any small dealer, I bet the small dealer gets a shitload more.
But you know, I should go to some motor dealer board meetings.
Just all you got to do is look up a unit sale. AutoNation sells so many units. Rolly Purifoy, when it comes to percentage, probably gets more complaints. Percentage-wise compared to sales.
I'd be more questioning if you actually have.
They sell like 1 billion fucking cars.
And they're awful. Because 3 years down the pipe, they won't blame it on a donut. Oh, by the way, never buy a car in Wyoming? Damage to they have zero statutes, zero regulations, no dealer board, no recourse whatsoever. Not even too fast.
Wyoming is a wild west.
It is. Or repetitive use.
And what about the no?
But the federal laws still apply.
That differential.
Yeah, well, supposedly it has 16,000 miles on it.
Which is a 10-year odometer disclosure, and that's all.
12,000 miles a year.
Yeah.
So, you've got, additional 24, 36, so then you're sitting close to 50,000 miles on that rig. So, sorry, there's something else going on there, you better get it looked at.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else about these.
So they're giving a break on the transfer case, but you're saying
spend less time taking care of your yard and more time enjoying it with a brand new Toro lawnmower. Choose from top-rated self-propelled walk-behind models or time-saving zero-turn riding mowers.
One guy closed it for
every less of a chore. With Toro's proven
I think it was a nighttime.
You'll get more than a great-looking yard. You'll get a mower you can count on for years to come. Visit Toro.com/local to find a dealer near you.
Evenings at 6.
Friday. Tay-Tay, the bomb-sniffing dog for the Denver Sheriff's Office, is retiring. What makes dogs
Tell me they're going to have a dog in studio. That would be the funniest thing. Although she couldn't do it.
Kristen Kafer on 6:30.
Yeah, but you got to ask the dog questions.
A lot of fun.
You can ask the dog questions?
Yes.
I can ask the dog questions.
Now, Tom Martino.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Welcome to the only show anywhere of its kind this hour, brought to you by Mark Trenner, Trenner Law. If you have an invention, a trademark that you want to get trademarked, you want to do a copyrighted piece of work, anything like that, Mark can take care of it for you, Trenner Law. Just the other day, a guy stopped me at the gym and said, I invented something. And he said, what do I do? And I said, well, just go to Mark Trenner. And he says, here's what he said, which is a big mistake a lot of people say. I went to the internet. I couldn't find anything like it. There are people that don't publish stuff on purpose, but they have patented it before you. Or they're in line at the provisional patent office. And the biggest mistake you can make is mistaking a Google search for a feasibility study. And then you go ahead and dump a lot of money into developing something that you can't actually patent. So it's always better to get a true attorney to do a patent search. Trenner Law, Mark Trenner, 720-221-3708. 720-221-3708. You can find Mark Trenner on the referral list at referralist.com. Shane has something to say about a truck he called in last week. Shane, go ahead. Are you there, Shane? Man, Suzanne, Shane doesn't seem to be there. I'm going to put it on hold just in case. Let's go back to Karen. This is a messy situation with Karen, but I'm going to sum it up. She traded her car in. She was upside down for another vehicle, and that deal did not go through. So they said, bring the car back. This was after 3 months or so. So Karen took the car back, but they told her they had sold her trade, and they paid it off. That was a mess. Karen went out and bought another car and said, screw you guys, I need a vehicle. She bought another car because at the time there was no first loan and there was no trade. They had sold it. Then they call her back and say, we rescinded our payoff and we got your trade back. Come and get your car, and you still have your original car loan. So now Karen's looking at the new car she bought with a car loan and her old car she bought with the car loan where she's upside down. Plus, she had made a down payment of $2,300 to the old dealer. Now, this old dealer did, to their credit, they did undo the deal. They did get her trade back. But what about her $2,300 down payment? I understand. I talked to her off there. They will give that back, but they want a release, a full and total release. Right, Karen?
That's right. No dealer board, no complaints.
Yeah, they're
no
full of crap
lawsuits.
because you have some damages. What would you say? Here's what your main damage is: your credit. Your car was 180 days late.
Correct.
All right, so that's going to affect your credit, and they won't give you.
Has.
And they won't give you back your $2,300 unless you sign a release.
Correct.
Well, what right do they have to demand a release?
Who is it? Who are these clowns?
This is Liberty Toyota. It's a Larry H. Miller in Colorado Springs.
Yeah, well, Larry H. Miller, that doesn't surprise me. It's Miller Toyota. God,
it's
why
Liberty
is
Toyota.
Liberty Toyota? Why is Colorado Springs so packed with bad dealers?
It is bad down there.
God, they have a lot of bad dealers.
They do for such a small town compared to Denver.
I know. Yeah, Longmont and Greeley have their bad share too. But but Colorado Springs truly has sucky dealers. Liberty Toyota. So,
well, with the exception of Colorado Springs Dodge.
Yeah, they're good people. So now Liberty Toyota, the latest you heard is you sign a release, you get your money back. But what are they going to do about your credit? What did they say about that?
They said they weren't going to get involved in that. So I'm trying to handle that through LA, and I filed the dispute, but they're not cooperating with that.
Well, they know that you weren't late on purpose. You got a good case, man. I mean, I think you do. If you would go after them for slander of credit, you have all kinds of stuff, but it's going to cost you some money. I mean, I would go to the dealer licensing board to begin with. You have a really good complaint, but I would keep the complaint simple, and that is they rescinded the deal. Like, how many months total after did they do this? I mean, not that. No, didn't you? I mean, total where they got your trade back.
About 3.5.
Yeah, and so look at the position they put you in, and now they're refusing to give your money back on a deal they couldn't get financed.
She can win that part in small claims court, in my opinion. The hard part on the credit is determining the damages. I mean, if she was trying to buy a house and the interest rate got changed, you could actually do some math and come up with the damage.
What did your credit go from what to what?
It went from about 793 to right now at 639.
It really damaged.
That's massive.
It did.
The difference in interest rates is huge at that point. So but she's not trying to buy anything.
I know.
But
so Karen,
we were going to refinance the house, and that's
There you see. Now you're
talking.
Now she's talking though. Now there's something to actually look at.
Right. What is your interest rate on your house?
My interest rate is pretty good, but I wanted to. I'm paid down enough that I'm out of the mortgage insurance premium. But there's no way that I could do that right now.
Well, how much would that save you?
It's $170 a month. So
yeah, times 30 years.
No, you can do it. You ought to see an attorney, but first I'd go to the dealer licensing board.
Okay.
Because you need to get your $2,300 back no matter what.
Right.
I'd go to the small claims court down there. It's not. Is it El Paso?
Well, that's for what? For the $2,300?
Yeah. So she doesn't have. So she can at least get her $2,300 back.
Yeah, but don't make it for any other damages, because then you can't sue them again on that, right?
That's right.
In other words, you have to make sure that you sue for your money back if you want it. But I would hold the big claim for an attorney to do for you. I wouldn't try to do that in small claims court. I would go to an attorney and consult an attorney. So as Mark said, if you want to get your down payment back, a good forum is small claims court. An attorney, I would consult an attorney.
You know who I talked to on that, and I'm serious. He's going to look at it and let you know what he thinks, is Mark Kranak.
Yeah?
Yep.
For slander of credit? Okay.
Yep.
All right. So, Karen, start with the dealer licensing board for sure, okay? 303-713-TALK. Sorry for the wait, Dave. You're looking at a 2018 Beamer?
Yeah.
Okay. A 2018 Beamer X3?
Right.
And what about it, man?
Well, I just thought, I haven't bought a car in about 7 years.
Is this going to be new?
Yeah. And So my negotiating skills may be a little rough.
All right, well, here's the main thing that I care about when you're buying a new car, okay? The main thing is really not the ultimate price, but the packing of the deal. In other words, you buy a car. You don't buy options. You don't buy mop and glow. You don't buy interior finish and paint protectant. You don't buy credit life. You don't buy extended warranties. You don't buy. You're buying a car. Once you get that straight in your mind, you're buying a car. Then you look at acquisition costs, the price of the car. And what you do is simply shop price. And then, are you financing?
Partially.
Okay. And do you have something to trade?
No.
Okay, good. That makes it
send me the VIN number on it, and I'll help you.
Yeah. Okay. Now, would you ever consider leasing, or are you more of a purchase guy? You're going to keep it for a very long time.
Yeah, I buy and hold for a long time.
Okay, good. All right. Then what you need to do is just go by acquisition. Just purchase, period. That's it. It's so simple. And don't say you're a cash buyer ever to a dealer. Don't tell them you want to finance ever. Just say, you know what, I haven't decided.
Right.
It's none of their business. And you have nothing to trade. You can say, I have nothing to trade. I just want to know the best price.
Yeah, get the best price, but then send me the VIN and I'll get you a better price. And I mean that. The negotiating part is when you pit all these dealers against each other. But you have to do something. You have to do the legwork first, in other words. And you've got to be able to do the walkout. You've got to do the walkout.
Yeah. So when you said negotiating skills, there is no skill. You simply want the best price you can get. And you say, look, I'm going to take this price and I'm going to shop it. So give me the best price you have, period. That's it. You get one chance. I'm going to go to another dealer, and I'm going to buy the best deal. I don't want anything added to it. I want this car, these options, and I'm going to compare the same exact car among several dealers.
And get the best price you can, then send me the VIN number.
Right. So just really, and if they say, well, what would it take to make you buy today? And you say nothing. Okay, nothing, unless you're going to give me the car. It's so stupid. What will it take to make you buy? Listen, stop playing games. Give me your best price, and that's it. 303-713-TALK is our number. We have more coming up.
Would either one of you guys buy a Beamer?
Not a chance.
See, that's what I would have
That's
said.
not a whole vehicle. That's a car you buy, you drive the shit out of it for 2 years, and you dump it on the market.
You better believe it.
Yeah. Once it hits about 65,000 miles, get out of that car.
It's a good lease vehicle.
Yeah. Get out of that car after 65,000 miles. It's nothing but a money pit.
They ride nice, and they work
learn from you guys. That's Audi, that's BMW.
Not Mercedes. Mercedes is very dependable. But you got to buy up in a.
We've gotten a ton on Larry Miller. I mean, it's crazy. It's usually the North one, though.
Yeah, they have a bad culture. You can tell.
Not as bad as Prestige Auto and Loveland.
Dan, sit down. I got to see him.
With your traffic and weather, I'm Pete Wagner. 630 K-How. Farmers Insurance, we know every windshield collision has a unique sound. Beetle. Bird poop.
Which one?
Drone. Seen it? Covered it. Talk to
God, State Farm. Farmers. All right, hold on, guys.
Every deal.
All right, Price Fixer Denver. I talk about them every single day. PriceFixerDenver.com. If you have any problem with your furnace when you woke up today or your air conditioner, you call them up. There's no trip charge, no diagnostic fee. You can't beat that anywhere. Period. End of story. They also have the lowest price if you do need a new system. Go to PriceFixerDenver.com. You can check out their website. If you have any issues, you just call the phone number right there, PriceFixerDenver.com. I can't emphasize it, PriceFixerDenver.com.
112. Take a look at that number. No, 58% to a yes, 42%.
How about a BMW diesel?
Worse. You know what's crazy? In Europe, that's all they got.
I know.
They're everywhere.
Everything's diesel.
I've rented one.
Aren't they better, though, in general, or no?
Yeah, they run good,
Diesel
but
engines in general have more
Not in the United
longevity.
States.
Not in the U.S.
you know, because they're not
They got
knocking
cleaner diesel
themselves
over
apart.
there?
But the pricing's more expensive.
They're not fully
actually
locked in
better
on the
engines. They're
aftermarket
just
systems in Europe yet.
better
Is there any airplanes that have
No,
diesel?
only in the United States.
It's experimented, but
Yeah,
jet engines.
urea tanks,
Not enough.
urea
Why
tank
would they have not enough?
all kinds of crazy
Low end. No, not enough. Yeah, low
I can't
end.
imagine being able to keep.
No, they
gas
do high end
stations.
on it. And we always run full power mostly. Well, I mean, engines need, that's why jet engines are the best. Because you're mostly high
I would
power.
think you'd have a huge problem with the fuel gelling.
It's so different.
How cool does that fuel get?
Oh yeah, as you get high.
What it's called Press we have. They add that to fuel. So when you order jet fuel, you see jet fuel, I say no Press. Jet ain't no Press. Because I never go high on it. And I don't fly in bad weather. But jets use Press.
But diesel would be a lot harder,
And
wouldn't
it's
it?
an anti-glag and an anti-greasy and anti-everything. I don't know what it is.
I don't know how it reacts with diesel though. I mean, that blows off at such a lower compression.
But that's what they use in aviation fuel. It's called Press. So it must work.
But I was asking because you guys were talking about whether or not they use diesel at all inside the aviation.
They do. I mean, that's what Jet A is. I mean, it's a little different. It's kerosene.
Okay.
That's really what Jet A is. It's a little more refined, but it's kerosene. You know, all you're doing with a jet engine, all you're doing is creating a combustion. You're not running anything. You're just blowing air.
In a burner can. And two.
You're not even hard connected. Pistons or rods or anything.
In the fan blade.
I'm talking about it.
Yeah, you're blowing through a fan blade.
Lost about
It's crazy what they can produce.
What an incredible engine it is. But the bad things about jets, they're not very good variable. In a car, it'd be terrible. Up and down and on and on. It would be terrible. Because they're just made to go.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Rick, what's happening?
What's going on?
This is my husband,
Rick,
Rick. Jeff,
this is the man with nerves of steel.
Absolutely.
And a heart of gold and patience of Job.
Rick, good seeing you.
I'll get you a plate.
Yeah.
Oh, Tom, I hear you there, but I hear you here.
Yeah.
How's that work?
You had plus pot.
Yes, please.
You had
You made sandwiches?
plus pie.
You're amazing. He works so hard.
Cookies and cupcakes.
Hey, do you know how they coded mine?
It'll say.
It says,
You know what?
Here, you may need
Oh, no, I said light up. Oh, that one's light up.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you.
And here,
Yeah, again, you guys make me cry.
here,
I'm going back on.
I got better napkins.
Sir, did Stephanie tell you I ran into her at the airport on the way to Africa?
Do you need a plate? Here, I've got your,
Oh, yeah, she did.
Just me?
Here, I've got this for you.
Cool. Okay.
Okay.
No talking with mouths full.
Tom.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Okay, listen.
We are talking cars, but you can call about anything else too. 303-713-TALK. Shane has a great follow-up. Go ahead, Shane. What's happening?
I just wanted to tell you guys thank you for, I called in last Friday and y'all helped me sell my pickup.
Oh, yeah, you were going to say, how did we help you?
Well, I just, you guys put it on your website, I suppose.
Okay, so, yeah, we put the word out, but what were you trying to do? You just wanted to sell it outright? I forget the circumstances.
Yeah, is Mark around there?
Yes, he is. Yes, he's listening right here.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to let you guys know, I'm a pilot.
Okay. So, Shane, did you get what you wanted for your pick-me-up?
Yeah, I lost a lot of money on it, but...
Why?
Because I had a lot into it, and I just had to get rid of it pretty quick.
Why'd you have to get rid of it quickly?
Because I bought an airplane.
Oh, well, that's the best part. What did you buy?
A 72 210L.
Oh, so you go on to do some serious cross-country flying, don't you?
Well, and for this altitude, it's just hard to get across the mountains in anything smaller.
Just be careful, brother. Be careful.
You know it. I appreciate you guys a ton.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Does a 172 turbo prop, wouldn't that be just as much for the mountains?
I don't know if you can find it. I don't know if you can find a 172 that's turboed. I don't know. But no, that's not. I wouldn't want to go over the mountain. I mean, you can go over the mountains with anything if you know how to fly passes and the winds and all that. I mean, but you know.
Have you ever flown to say Utah, like
I've flown over the mountains, but I had a plane that was capable. I wouldn't do it in a regular little thing. I'm not, you know, really.
What's the smallest? Not that you could do it in. That you should do it in.
I would say 200 horsepower would be my minimum with 2 people and possibly 3. I mean, it depends on conditions, really. And it depends on turbocharging is definitely a plus, because what that does is obviously gives you thicker air, right? That's what turbo does. So really, turbochargers in Denver give you almost sea level performance, but it really doesn't give you more. At sea level, turbos are way more effective than they are here. I mean, aren't you just getting really? Do you even get sea level with a turbo here?
No, you're still lacking.
You're still lacking.
Still lacking because density there.
You know, it's amazing how less performance you get with everything with altitude.
So on a plane, like you were saying, at 200 horse, when you start dealing with some of the winds and the shearing and all that really affects it too, doesn't it?
Of course it does. That's why with a little, you could have 100 horsepower and fly over the mountains if you know how to do passes, because you pick the lowest parts and you pick where the winds are coming from, you pick the certain side of the canyons, but it's really a lot of work, and it's not necessarily, you have no margin. You don't have a lot of margin for safety. The best thing is to get an engine big enough that you can go up and over. You just make an arc, you know, or not an arc, a pyramid. You go to a point, and then where you're climbing up, and then from there you climb down. So at any point on the way up, you can glide back, and then at that point you can go either way, and then you always leave yourself an out. But hey, you know, most of the people that get killed here are people coming from the flatlands. You know, they're coming from the Midwest and they fly into the mountains. It's sad. 303-713-TALK. Let's talk to Rhonda about her mattress. Rhonda, what's happening?
Well, Tom, I purchased a mattress online from Casper, like Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Yes, and is this a... I want to know if it's a conventional mattress, because a lot of the online places are going to these compressed mattresses that come in a little tiny bag, and then you open them up and they breathe for a few days and become full size.
It came in a box.
A little box, right?
And it was recommended to me.
So are they? It's a memory foam of some kind?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I bought a couple of those.
So my son.
Like a Casper?
Yes, it's Casper.
Wait, that's what she said. Why? Do you know that name, Mark? That's what she mentioned right in the beginning, a Casper. Okay, I had never heard of it. But anyway, how's it working?
Well, the first one that they sent to me that I ordered, I was visiting my son in Arizona, and he had one. I laid on the mattress, and it was like a dream, right?
Yeah.
So we ordered one just like his, okay?
What's the problem with it? If we got right to it, what's the problem?
It was too firm. It was too firm.
They're all pretty dang firm. I mean...
So I slept on it for, 100 days or so, and I called them. It was giving me some back problems.
What is the warranty on those? I think you're screwed with those with mattresses. I mean, what do they use? What do they offer?
I'm looking it up, but from what I've heard on the radio and just their advertisements, you get like 60 or 100 day, and then you can send it back.
Really?
Well, now let me tell you what happened.
Yeah.
Okay. So they said, oh yes, we can definitely get you in a better unit, a softer, more, a better unit, the next step up. So I agreed to that. And so they said, we're going to come pick up the old mattress and install the new one, set it all up for you.
Okay, can you get to the part?
Actually, here, let me read this real quick. Here's what it says.
Okay, go ahead. Well, hold on.
You can sleep on it for 100 nights. If you don't love it, we'll pick it up for free and give you a full refund. That's pretty straight. That's their policy.
That's pretty straightforward.
Right. So did they? But you said they could give you another mattress.
So I did. I purchased another mattress in exchange. Okay.
Yeah.
The next mattress up was a little bit more expensive. I agreed to that. So I financed it through a company called Affirm.
Okay.
So the next day I looked in my bank account and there was a deposit taken from Casper for $480.
Wait, an extra $480 in addition to the first mattress purchase?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know.
But hold on, you did get your replacement mattress.
I did.
She said it cost more though.
It cost more. It cost like,
so wait a minute. So was that $400 the difference from your old one to your new one?
No, it was a deposit, they told me. It was a deposit. So I looked in my bank account, and there was a $480 debit.
Got you.
It overdrew my account, and I was like, what is
Yeah,
this
but
for?
without having to hear each and every detail, here's what I want to know. Is the $480 still withdrawn from your account?
Yes.
Okay, what do they say it is?
They told me it was a deposit.
On what?
And they told me that once they receive the old mattress
Okay, I get it.
That deposit would be put back into my
Okay, that makes sense. How long ago was that?
This was on like March the 11th.
So you never got back that money. And did they say they didn't get the mattress? What did they say?
They said that I owed that money. They won't give me my money back.
No, hold on. They said it was the deposit. Did they say they got your old mattress back?
Yes.
Then why are they keeping your money? What reason do they give you?
Okay, here's the thing. They said that the $480 deposit would be back into my bank account. So I waited for 5 to 10 days.
I know. We know all of this. Just tell me the new stuff. You've already said this.
So what happened was I never got the money back.
I know you didn't get the money back. Where does it stand today, ma'am? Where does it stand today?
Listen, they said they were going to take the deposit off of the remainder of the loan.
What do you mean the remainder? Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Because you financed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Through a company called Affirm.
I get it. Yeah.
And so
what was the balance? What was the balance? First of all, how much did the first mattress cost?
It was like $1,355.
Okay, and that $1,355, how much did you finance? The whole thing?
I financed the whole thing.
Okay, so they said they were going to apply $480 to it, right?
No, the $480 was for the new mattress.
I know that. Yeah,
okay.
But then they didn't give it back.
No.
What did they? They said they're going to put the money on the loan.
At the end of the loan, yeah.
Well, that's what I just said, and you said no. Why are we fighting here? I said they said they're going to take the $480 and put it on the loan, and you said no. They're going to take the $480 and put it on the loan.
Yes, they told me that. First of all, they told me that it would go back into my bank account.
I got you on that. And I would be just as upset as you are. I am agreeing with you. So right now, they are saying that they put the money on the loan, and you didn't tell them to do that. Why did they do that?
No, I didn't tell them.
Why did they do it?
And had I known that it was going to cost me $480...
I've had root canals. Listen, easier.
Listen, Rhonda, it didn't really cost you that had they put it on the loan. It's going toward the mattress, but still, it's not right because you didn't want them to do it. So why did they do it?
I don't know.
That sucks. I mean, it doesn't make sense to me. So did you...
It doesn't make sense to me.
Did you check to verify? Did you check to verify that your loan balance went down?
It did not. It went up.
Wait. So they said they were going to apply the $480 to your balance, but your loan balance went up.
Yes.
What did your loan balance go up to?
It was like it's like $2,300.
No, it went up. Wait a minute. It went up $1,000?
Yes.
Wait, plus that $480.
Yes.
Okay, we got to get to the bottom of this. This This is ridiculous. Let's call this place. I mean, this is making no sense. Rhonda says they replaced her mattress with another one, charged her another basically $1,400, and in other words, she paid an extra $1,500 for the new mattress, is what she's saying. And that's not right. But Rhonda, here's what I need to know. I'm not asking if you agree. I'm just asking, was the second mattress $1,500 more than the old one? Was it a better mattress?
Yes, it was a better mattress.
But online, is it $1,500 more?
That mattress, the first one was $1,300.
Yeah.
And the second one was, it was like, you know, it was the top of the line.
Like how much?
Like $2,000.
Well, that's only a $700 difference. They charged you a $1,480 in addition. So I don't understand where the extra $1,480 came.
They're still asking me to pay, you know, the auto pay payments on the old mattress.
No, hold on. This sucks. There's something terribly wrong. I know she financed. We get all that. But here's the bottom line. She had a $1,300 loan. Now she has a $2,300 loan. That's $1,000 more. Plus, she has $480 taken out of her account. So, in essence, this replacement mattress cost her an extra $1,480. Why? That's the only question I want answered. Why? Okay? Somewhere she would have had to approve this trade-in on a new, more expensive mattress.
They just told us this.
Tom, 1 minute.
She's leaving something.
She could have just said, I bought it, you know, they charged me $1,500 more.
I'm calling.
Okay. This is ridiculous.
I have a feeling it's all her, bro.
And that she's not interpreting correctly.
Oh, you call her without her name and invoice number.
Get her invoice number and full name. I mean, maybe. I'm just looking. Casper's huge, man. I can't imagine their accounting department that bad. I don't know how they could sell 1 million mattresses. But hey, you know what? Shit happens, right? Things fall through the cracks, especially on Dan's list.
I just got Casper on Dan's list.
I thought she was going to say they gave her a replacement, and then they wouldn't allow her to return it because it passed 100 days.
Okay, guys, I'm on.
That thing could have went any direction.
Mike's on. If you're in pain and you're looking to get out of pain through living stem cell therapy, don't go to a chiropractor. They don't use real living stem cells. Don't go to the code word regenerative medicine unless they actually have living stem cells. Living stem cells do not come from amniotic fluid that's shipped in, nor does it come from umbilical cord blood shipped in. The only way to get real, true, living stem cells legally and ethically at the time of treatment is to extract it from you. Centeno Schultz does the real deal. He invented the therapy years ago. 303-963-9201. Call for an appointment, call for an evaluation, or find out when their next seminar is. Centeno Schultz, he started Regenex to do this same treatment throughout the country. Check out this website, thestemcellexperts.com. Yeah, I don't know why companies fuck people. I'm just so tired of it. God almighty, why is this happening?
I agree with Mark. There's probably something else there. I don't know what.
There's companies like CarMax. I got kicked off of their dealer lot.
Really? They wouldn't let you?
In Parker. They said, we don't allow inspections. Get out of here.
That's what we need to put up. That's the first I've heard that.
That's not the first time they've done that.
Wait, really? They let you take your car there?
They won't let...
Can they take the car somewhere?
No. They don't allow you to take the car anywhere.
They don't want any inspection.
They have a 7-day return policy that actually looks like a rental car contract. If you don't like it, tuck it in.
Okay, but the rental car, they charge you, if you bring them back in 7 days, they charge mileage?
And a restocking fee.
How much is the stocking fee?
I didn't finish reading the contract.
Okay. Wow, we need to keep that. That's a good one.
CarMax is horrible. Oh my God! Talk about corporate programming. They have their staff so well trained. You walk in there and they look like deer in headlights. They're just like, what am I supposed to say next? Oh yeah, at the sales meeting this morning. Oh yeah, good morning, sir. I mean, they're just like zombies.
Their policy is they don't allow inspection.
That's right.
No inspection. 7
Remember one
days.
time we got them. We got the guys on 104th. We drug them up on the air, and you guys talked to corporate, and they said, "Oh, well, we'll let you do an inspection today." And then they turned right around and have been denying me inspections ever since.
Is there anybody else that denies inspections besides them?
Nobody.
When people call you, do you warn them?
I do.
Don't take anyone's word for it.
I talked to this guy. He had me do 2 inspections.
Has it cost them any deals?
Oh yeah.
CarMax is pretty damn big.
They've lost probably 5 car sales because they wouldn't allow me on the lot. Once I get a customer and they call me, they're not buying a car unless I get a chance to check it out. They don't care if Jesus Christ is selling it.
Rocky's Autos.
So yeah, they lose sales and they don't care. Lofty eyes, just robots.
Online at rockysautos.com.
Do you want to sell your house fast and hassle-free? No matter what your situation, DWTBuysHouses.com will buy your property as is for cash and pay all your closing costs. Call right now at 720-388-8225 and get started on your easy cash offer. Does your property need repairs? Are you tired of being a landlord?
They're horrible.
DWTBuysHouses.com will save you headaches and be
They say they do to recondition the car. Things in mid-shape when we get done with it.
at DWTBuysHouses.com.
Last time I was up on 104th, they were selling
Strategies provides financial planning
and the timing chains never stopped rattling.
strategies for those
Ever.
in or near
Whole time.
retirement strategies.
Like 68,000 miles.
Fiduciary
But they're out of holes.
Visit LightCertain.com today to begin your
They're telling people that car's reconditioned.
Customer Stock Station 630.
It went through to 52 points.
Horrible company.
That's good to know.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Okay. Dan wants to know about gap insurance. Jeff wants to talk about a auto shop express. He has a problem. And then a landlord-tenant problem. But Rhonda, we're calling on your mattress to figure out why under warranty they replaced your mattress and you ended up paying $1,500 more for the second mattress. Now, here's what I want to know very quickly, Rhonda. When they said they were going to replace that mattress under warranty with another better one, did you expect you were going to pay anything more, or did you think it was going to be the same price?
Well, I knew that the other mattress was more expensive.
But you thought they were going to do it gratis, or did you think at least you would pay something?
Oh, of course. I expected to pay it in the monthly payment.
No, I understand. How much more did you expect that new mattress to cost?
Okay. I have the invoice right here.
No, I'm asking you. You knew you were buying a new, more expensive mattress. How much more did you expect the mattress to cost?
It was $2,250.
I'm asking. Oh, so you agreed to the $2,250?
Because the original one
was $1,355, right?
Something like that. Yeah.
Okay. So she agreed to pay about $700 or $800, $900 more. She agreed to that, but she ended up paying $1,480 more. What's going on with Dan? Hello, Dan. Welcome.
Yes, good afternoon. How are you today?
Good. What's happening, sir?
Just inquiring about some gap insurance.
Yes, sir.
That's applicable to
gap insurance. Gap insurance is almost always needed, almost always nowadays, because of if you get into an accident during a certain period after buying that car, you're going to owe more than the car is worth. So, gap insurance is not for stupidity. You don't buy gap insurance because you pay too much for a car or negative equity is rolled into the car from a previous car. You buy gap insurance really just to come out even or a little better. Well, actually, you'll never come out better. You'll come out even in the event of a total wreck. That still should not relax you from shopping wisely. Gap insurance is going to be limited to either 110 to 125% of value. And most of the time, they will exclude negative equity. You have to be very, very careful what you're buying. Because some people buy it because they have negative equity. It's not going to cover negative equity.
Yeah, no, I won't be having a trade-in. I own the other vehicle outright. I'm not using a trade-in.
Okay, so if all you want is something in the event of a total wreck, then what you want to do is compare some policies and buy a really good gap policy.
Okay.
Because that will exceed the value of the car in order to pay off your loan.
So I would just contact my current insurance auto carrier?
I don't know. Do regular agents like Compass Insurance Group, brokers, do they carry gap insurance? I don't know if they do. I think they might. I mean, I know dealers sell gap insurance. Sure. That's a profit center for them. But certainly if you can find your own broker and your own broker can sell you, then shop price, get the best deal, and make sure you look at the exceptions. Mark,
you know, if you overpay, though, for the vehicle, it's only going to cover up to whatever the percentage is.
110 or 125. That's right. And then, but they won't cover the negative equity. So shop around. But I'd like to know. I never actually asked Compass, do they sell gap insurance? 303-713-TALK. What's going on with Jeff? Jeff, welcome. You're on with Jeff Vick from Kimmer Transmission, Al Aramis from Pro Auto Care, and we have Norris from SOS Inspections. What's happening?
Hi. The thing is I got an 09 Toyota Camry paid off. I bought extended warranty on it. It was just about to expire. It did expire this February, but in October, I've had dash lights on for the time of the car, and I got it from CarMax originally, and
what? Okay, but so your car is how old?
An 09.
And you bought it when?
I bought it in 2016, February.
Okay, and you bought it from CarMax in 2016. Yeah. Okay, and what is the problem you're calling about?
Okay, so long story short, I had dash lights on. I figured I'd utilize my warranty by getting something done.
Oh, I get it. Because you had some kind of extended warranty.
Yes, I bought an extended warranty through CarMax, and it was expiring in February. So I thought, well,
gotcha.
These lights have been on for the whole time of the car. I need to get it fixed, and maybe something important. Take it in. They had an affiliation with Auto Express. Otherwise, if I went to Toyota, I'd have to pay the $50 for a deductible. It would be reimbursed, but only if they were to cover the part or, whatever was wrong. So I'm on a limited budget with a disability, and I said, well, I'll go to the Auto Express. I took it to Auto Express. The guy was, GM Rick was real nonchalant. Oh, I can fix it. No, not a problem. Didn't tell me what.
Well, okay. Did Auto Express fix it?
Well, that's just it. They evidently charged the warranty company for an alternator, which I was never authorized or knew about. And then as they did fix it, well, let's say they told me they fixed it. I got the car, drove it off the lot, and by the time I got halfway down the street, all the lights came back on. So then I got home because they were closed. I got home, and sure enough, the next morning, I couldn't get it out of park. And the ABS lights now, new lights are on.
So, Jeff, you're saying the car was worse off after you brought it to him?
Oh, my God, worse off. And now I'm being blamed by this guy, Rick, telling me that I did something with a fuse box, and he showed me a burnt fuse.
Okay, Jeff, on the invoice they did they really do the alternator, or they just said they did?
I took it to Toyota, and Toyota's master technician told me that the ABS modulator that they said they charged the warranty company and put in has never been replaced. It's
okay, what about the alternator? Did they do the alternator?
I had no idea until just yesterday when I finally.
Did they do the alternator, Jeff?
Huh?
Did they do the alternator?
I didn't know about the alternator until yesterday when I finally got done dealing with the warranty company. They informed me that he did an alternator. I had no idea about an alternator.
Okay, I'm asking you again. Did they put in the alternator that they charged the warranty company for?
That's just it. I can't tell you because I found out yesterday. I haven't gone to look. When
Okay.
I was in Toyota,
All right.
in January, they only knew that I had the ABS module.
I got you. I got you. So you haven't verified it yet. It could be that this. It could be that this place. Just slow down, Jeff. We get you, bro. Okay. Everything's cool. Auto Express could be ripping off your warranty company. Okay. We get it. You want your car fixed. You're still talking, Jeff. Jeff. We get it. The warranty company is not doing the proper work. You want your car fixed, right?
But the thing is that Auto Express has a lifetime warranty on their labor and their parts. So the warranty company did their part. They paid him for the part, whether they got.
I understand that. Now you got to get it fixed, but they're cheating the warranty company too. Okay, so you can't take it back to them. Hold on a second.
Sponsored by.
That guy's on crack or something, boy.
Typical slow spots in the highway drive and a couple of minor problems.
I get it.
He's upset. The high country drive, where traction laws have been put in place on the high 70.
They put it in an alternator because they're not equipped.
Suzanne, I would call Auto Express if you could. You just tell me you have a complaint on their warranty work for this guy. Let them listen at least. If not, come on.
Tom, about 30 seconds. Fix it 24/7/30 in 30 seconds.
He's low in the elevated portion as well. The weather forecast. Well, there's going to be a rain snow mix later on today with a high of 49. Right now, overcast. And
he's pissed because they pay for it. He may not be able to get his warranty company to pay for it again.
At Farmers Insurance, we know a roof can withstand a lot. One exception being an airborne.
Fix it 24/7. The $39 people. So if you have any problem in your home right now with plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, or drains, they will come and look for that problem and find it no matter how long it takes for just $39. Then if you get it fixed, they credit you the $39 and they guarantee all of their work and you get pricing up front. If not, all you pay is $39. FixMyHome.com, 720-526-3939, 720-526-3939.
Let's have a chat about your debit.
Those Auto Express guys probably don't have tooling necessary to replace an ABS computer.
They don't have the Discover cashback.
Well, you can buy the parts, but
and start earning 1%.
the newer the car, the harder some of these parts are to replace.
Every month.
You have to program modules, you have to marry them to the system, you have to enter PIN numbers, all kinds of crazy stuff.
We do almost all our programming in-house.
DiscoverBank.com/debit. Limitations apply. Excludes money market accounts. DiscoverBank.
Very little of it that we have to sort out.
Been doing a ton of great things this last year, and
you got some good
Uber
tools.
Rewards is going to make you love Uber even more. With Uber Rewards,
Got the best tools, the best.
It plugs into
every eligible dollar spent on rides and Uber.
Plug into the computer, it's actually remote. So it's actually a company. We don't pay anything for the service unless we use it. So it's done by Drew Technology. And so when we do like years when we did the transmission had to replace the transmission control module. We plug into it, we call up, they schedule a time, they dial into it, they actually connect to the car.
Well, what has to be
software? Most of the modules anymore come stupid. They're blank.
Oh, why?
Because they make money that way.
No, because there's different features on the cars.
There's different features on it. Well, but yeah, but even Nissan, up until 2016, February 2016, Nissan had all the valve bodies with the mechatronic units, and they were programmed according to VIN.
That's right.
They actually purged everything from inventory. Didn't even tell the dealers what they were doing.
Really?
And actually had them sent back to the manufacturer where they wiped them out. And then sent them back out. Now, between February of that year and August of that year, Nissan was the only one that was proprietary that it had to go back to Nissan where we got these things flashed. Nobody had the information on how to do it. Then it started coming back out where people like CD, Robert Brago and whatnot were able to actually come around and actually do it. But now Rap and everybody else is able to do it as well. So no, they're making money off of doing the programming. Instead of just, hey, here's the car, here's the part, it's plug and play. No, here's the part, call us, we'll charge you $265 so you can use it.
Would two exact same vehicles have different programming?
Very potentially.
Why?
Just because of different packages that are on the car, potential different emission standards, you know, whether it's in California or not.
Seated
seats, exactly.
It's crazy.
So have a third row seat.
The subscription business is massive. The money behind it.
What business?
The subscription, you know, where you're having to pay for basic downloads. It's huge. It's the entire country. Everybody's having to do it. Almost every Euro component that
Are there aftermarket programmers?
Yeah, that's what we're doing. We go through Drew Technologies, which is wrap. So we don't have any of this stuff inside the house. Basically, it's just a communication module we have sitting, we plug into the car. We call, they set up an appointment, they call in, they hook up in the car, and then they program whatever module it is that you just did. They can, or they can do software updates. If something's been updated, there's an actual issue with it, so here's your new intelligence platform it's supposed to run with, they can do all that too.
Is that just allow warranty?
Before dinner,
No.
after dinner. Now that I'm talking
No,
about it,
no.
I kind of feeling like
Yeah, because they actually have, Drew Technologies is using the dealer, the manufacturer's platform in order to do it. Okay, but they're actually out of Minnesota. So they're actually coming from Minnesota doing it all via the 5G or whatever it is you're running.
I honestly feel like
And they're rolling the dice on their programming time too, because some cars, like a BMW, you go to program a module on a BMW, they won't let you just recode one. You have to recode them all in a sequence.
Absolutely.
It takes up to 11, 12 hours.
This
Recode a car.
It's stupid.
Well, you just the valve body on yours took 3 hours.
You know, I'm figuring out why that old lady
walk away, right?
Yeah. Then they call back and they go in, they jump inside the car, make sure you cycle the key, start it up, make sure it goes in gear, make sure there's no lights, and then they disconnect you.
What happened with this mattress?
They have no information, because after they finance it, according to Casper, all their information, including deposits and everything, go to the finance company, so they can't even look at records. I'll tell you what it is. They're fucking, I wouldn't buy a mattress from them in a million years. So Daphne's going to have to sit on hold with the firm and figure out the accounting, because Casper has no idea, because they sold the information and sold the note over to a firm.
But the new mattress came from Casper.
Yes, both mattresses came
I know.
from.
Well, did they charge the woman for the mattress?
He can't tell me because they sold the note.
Oh, this is so crazy. Now, Jeff, we'll get back to you, but Rhonda, this mattress thing, I don't blame you for being confused. But here's the bottom line. She bought one mattress, mattress A. She said it was bad. She didn't like it. They said under warranty they'll replace it with another mattress. She knew that other mattress would be more money, but she thought it was only going to be about $900 more. It turns out her credit card, her loan was increased, plus they took money out of her bank for a net increase over the old mattress of $1,480. And she said, why do I have to pay $1,480? She knew she had to pay something, but Mark, that company sucks.
Let me take a stab at what happened, and they screwed her, in my opinion. So, at mattress 1 is, say, $1,000, mattress 2 is $2,000.
Right,
Let's make it easy. When she went to, wait a second,
we're just taking
when she
figures.
went to get mattress 2, they said, that's fine, we don't have mattress 1 back. You got to give us a deposit of $480.
Right, that's right.
So they take the $480. Instead of giving that back to her on her credit card, they ultimately are telling her they applied it to the new loan, which would be $2,000. The problem is this stupid mattress company, Casper, can't even tell me that. The idiot, and I do think he's an idiot, that I talked to on the phone, basically told me that once they sell the paper or that note to this company, a firm, they can't even look at anything anymore. They can't look at deposits.
So they have no record of any of her purchases. No record.
Nope, they have a record of her purchase, but no deposits, no payments, nothing else. I said she didn't take the $480 and give it to a firm. She gave it to you, you moron. And he goes, well, I can't see that anymore. You've got to call a firm. So we've got to have Daphne call a firm.
Now, here's what we're going to do. We have to call the finance company with you, Rhonda, but here's the bottom line. You do know the second mattress was going to have at least some increase in price, but you want your $480 back at least, because the new mattress you said was going to be about 1,000 more, 900 more, so you know that part. So, but you're wondering why did they still keep your 480?
Now I know it was. I mean, really, she's hard to talk to because she was probably a perfect human up until she talked to these idiots.
So we take Rhonda's contact information. We'll mark this as a follow-up. I'm Tom Martino, 303-713-TALK, and we'll go back to Jeff and his warranty problem. Don't forget, referralist.com.
She was probably Einstein.
I doubt that.
Hey, I got to swap you on spots, third hour. I want to do first one because I'm leaving early to get my RV up there.
Hey, it's Ross Kaminsky.
How do you ship those mattresses back?
Let me tell you, they can help.
You put it in the box.
Lay on top
No,
and
they come in like a box.
Oh,
like
you don't
this.
do it. They come and get it.
Oh, you do? Okay.
She said somebody came and got it.
Okay.
You put a stamp up in the corner like anything else.
So why do they have to get a deposit if someone come and got it and ship it for them?
Because they probably shipped it from one place.
Or they want to know the condition.
Okay.
I don't know.
But you got a replacement, you want to be without a bed.
Here's where it all screwed up. She should have got the deposit back, but she didn't.
Yes, that's how I would say it's all.
Regardless if they applied it over there, her understanding was it was simply a deposit you get back, not to be applied towards the new loan.
That's what she said.
And this guy telling me that Casper has no records of any payments or any deposits after they sell it is complete crap. He's a liar. He's a liar.
Would you tell us how you feel concerning
Look at Cormac. You just came from Cormac.
God, I can't believe, I hate when people just outright lie. It drives me insane.
Stupid.
What you should have said is, listen, sir, I'm a fucking idiot. I don't know what to tell you.
But my mom loves me.
Maybe you should have coached him saying, sir, this is what you should have
I
said.
just learned all that shit my mom told me growing up was crap. I am a moron. You're special.
Is there anything else? Is there anything else I can help you with?
When they said you were special, they didn't mean...
God.
It was special needs.
I couldn't believe he's telling me this. I'm clarifying. I'm saying, listen, but it went to you.
It's your company.
I know. It didn't go to Assure. It went to you guys or whatever they're
You
called.
guys were in the
God bless.
We're going to swap your price, or your fix-it, and Mark's price fix-it. So your fix-it's going to move to $12.30. So $12.50. And we've got an Art of Grain on the headlines.
Dan, did you ordered those for your kids, didn't you, the Casper?
I don't know if it was Casper. I just know it was.
They came in a box.
Yeah, but there's so many.
Yeah, there's a lot.
That purple, we got another one, purple, and a couple companies.
I find it hard to believe these ones that show up in a box, not the $400 ones, the ones for $2,500 are better than a top-of-the-line Sealy I can buy anywhere. I just find it impossible. She dropped $2,500 on a mattress. Why didn't she go to American Furniture and buy the top-of-the-line Sealy that costs less?
Sealy's a foam mattress?
I have a headline right now, right?
That's my whole point. Why would you buy a foam one for the
Because
same price?
because she liked what her son had that. But you
probably laugh at the mattress I bought.
What'd you buy?
There is another side to this express auto
Because
problem.
What is
He won't come on the air. Very nice. There is another
You put a
side.
big condom over your mattress?
Go into Costco, type in
And
latex mattress.
that's what they found
How much was
after
it?
they
You
did
have
the,
to-
he said
It's gonna do
Toyota
it first.
Oh, is it
never
adjustable?
provided any
Totally
Jeff
adjustable.
has never
Vibrating,
provided any
foot
documentation.
Well, that's why,
Toyota
because it's all
saying
that.
that the
But
ABS
latex,
modulator was
okay, I
never
thought something was
replaced.
crazy.
This
Friend of
guy,
mine bought
after
it.
the
I went to his
ABS was
house.
replaced,
How much are
after
they?
they verified,
Mine was
he tried to
almost
do a
$400.
bunch of rewiring
Did that
himself.
include
I
the
think he
adjustable
said
parts?
He says it's making all kinds of lights going off. It's that's
Because
what's the
they're the only
screw
one
up
wants
here.
to do-
And this is what they found
I go to
after
my
he
friend's
came
house, he
back
gets
with
one.
the
I'm
vehicle.
thinking
Says the guy's
he's
really
stoned. He goes,
unsettling
"Check
when he
it."
comes
I sit on it and I
They
go
go
like
to
a number.
Yeah, it just sounds like a
When
mess.
I laid on it, it lifted.
Where
Oh, really?
Costco has them?
Costco.
Do Costco's have them to lay on in store?
No.
So where would I look at one? We're looking for one.
Come over to my house.
in a car in your driveway.
But you got the full adjustable
I
everything.
laid on it and I couldn't believe it. I've had a sleep number for years. I've had a couple of them.
Oh, you,
And I just didn't like it that much. It's just
Look
like
at
that.
that latex.
but I think you gotta have a king to be able to do the double.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they split, right? It's two different ones.
But a queen, they don't make.
But both sides adjust,
Yes.
right?
And you don't think you would use a vibrate? Okay, my friend, look, it's got a vibrate in the head and one in the top. You turn it on, in 2 minutes you're asleep.
Oh, really?
So it's not crazy.
It goes, it has 3 settings.
Is it noisy or no?
You hear it.
Is it like magic fingers?
No. I'm not answering that one. Remember Chevy Chase where he puts his quarter in the hard bed? When the bed, Rusty comes in and he goes, Mom, Dad, know what you think? No, honestly, I wouldn't have believed it had I not laid on it. It's a comfortable bed.
Okay, guys. If you're looking for kitchen countertops and cabinets, I can think of no better place than Art of Granite, because you only pay for the fabrication and installation by the square foot. That means he can give you a price on the phone. Yeah, that's how proud he is, and he knows you'll shop around, but that's good. Fabrication and installation. He doesn't charge for tear out and haul away. He doesn't charge for the materials more than wholesale. He's a direct stone importer, so whatever natural stone you get at wholesale. He also has a small markup from the manufacturer on cabinets. So you can call and get your price on the phone, Art of Granite, and then go to their showroom if you like what you hear and pick out the exact stuff and the custom finishes, whatever you want, artofgranite.net. You can also check him out on Facebook, facebook.com, and then / Art of Granite Golden, 303-386-5919, 303-386-5919.
Spend less time taking care of your yard and more time enjoying it with a brand new Toro lawnmower. Choose from top-rated self-propelled walk-behind models.
Who makes it again? What's
What's
the name?
It's
latex mattress.
Based out of California.
What is it?
With
The latex mattress.
durability.
But when you say latex, is it solid latex?
No, it's one layer.
For years to come.
Over what? Layer over what?
It is a actual foam. It's latex that has air pockets within it.
Latex foam?
Latex, like paint. Yeah, I think it's a foam. I guess you call it foam. Yeah.
He said when you lay on it. And
The core is latex.
Yes.
And then it's got like a cotton cover, and then it's got like a foam.
Mm-hmm.
It looks really nice.
It comes with some
9722. The Raleigh House is a premier addiction recovery program located here in Colorado. You'll speak to someone
God, that's
about
unbelievable.
different treatment options.
I can't believe how bad that stupid cat's
Designed
throw
to
is.
help reduce
They
substance
make no
abuse.
sense
No more
whatsoever.
excuses, no
I
more denials.
just never,
We're
it's
gonna
just
help you.
ridiculous.
Some health insurance covers
It'd be like if I gave you $1,000, and then I said, where's my 1,000? And you said, well, I gave it to Jeff. You've got to deal with Jeff. Yeah, even though it makes no sense.
Well, let's give that a shot.
Let's give this a shot. Let's see how this works out.
But I'll get the 1,000 from Jeff for you. You give me 400 to hold.
Crazy.
Still, because that's a transfer fee.
Why is this guy on this fuse box? What is this? I missed it. You guys know or not?
What are you talking about?
These pictures we got of a fuse box.
Yeah. That's where the guy messed with the car.
Oh, they're saying he made.
And which?
Oh, he put in a bigger fuse and then it fried something? Is that the deal?
They said he messed with the car. He said he did.
Even though it's called a
He said he never touched the car. Where, I don't have.
What's the thing with the tape there?
I never got the photos. Did you send them by email to me?
They went to you. I'm staring at it.
I don't have it.
And then here's, I don't know why they're circling this fuse though.
Can you resend it? I don't have it.
What is it, a 25 or a 7.5?
7.5.
So are they saying that should be a different size? Like a 5 maybe? And then what does this have to do with anything?
That's awesome. That almost looks like you put in some stereo equipment, speakers or something.
I don't think that's a speaker.
It's like a power wire for an amp with batteries.
Oh, maybe.
But that's in the door jam.
Yeah.
I'm not getting your emails for some reason.
is the Troubleshooter Show.
Did you get it, Dan?
Yeah.
I need to see it.
The Troubleshooter.
Give it to Dan.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK is our number. You can call and get in when we have a line open. I'll let you know we have car day today. We're talking about cars, but we talk about anything you want, but we have an emphasis on cars today. And a number of interesting problems. And this mattress problem is not a car, but, man, avoid Casper. Casper mattress, they suck. I mean, the way they do business sucks. This poor woman is getting bounced around, can't get an answer. We're going to work on it behind the scenes. But in essence, she bought a Casper, and under warranty, they say sleep on it 100 nights. If you don't like it, we'll replace it. They replaced it with a more expensive mattress, and they took a deposit from her. And that deposit, until they got the old mattress back, they did not return. Instead, they put it on her loan, they said. She cannot find where it was applied to the loan. Now, when you call Casper, the company, they say, well, we have no records, because once we give a finance deal to the finance company, we send all the records to them. Is that the silliest thing you've ever seen? So where's the deposit? We gave it to the finance company. So what can you tell us? Why'd you do that? Can't tell you. They got all the records. It's like, it's a crazy thing. And this is a big company, Casper, but really, why would you do business with them? There are dozens of alternatives. Why would you mess with a company that screws you around like this? So if I were you, I would let Casper know why you will never use them. It's worth it. Casper, the unfriendly mattress company. Now, I can't find these photos, but the repair shop sent a photo to us. Can I see yours, Mark? For some reason, I'm just not getting this email. And we're looking at, okay, so here's what's happening. Jeff said that he has a problem. It all boils down to an electrical problem with his car. It all boils down to that. He takes it to a warranty. He has a warranty, and he takes it to Auto Express. Auto Express or Auto Care Center. What is it? It's called Auto Care Center. What is this, Suzanne?
It's called Express Auto Repair and Engine Exchange in Colorado Springs.
This invoice says Auto Care Center.
But they're a Napa Auto Care Center.
That's I got it. Anyway, here's what it boils down to. He said they didn't fix the problem. And he said he's not even sure they did the work that they said they did. But his warranty company paid for it. And he wants his car fixed. Now, what did they tell you, Suzanne?
So what they told me is that, yes, the ABS modulator was replaced. Now, it was verified that Jeff, the customer, has never provided documentation from Toyota saying that it wasn't replaced and that he did his own rewiring. That's what I sent you guys pictures of.
That's what they're claiming.
And after they put in the ABS modulator, he did his own rewiring and screwed stuff up.
Why did they say he rewired his own car?
I didn't ask them that.
Okay. Jeff, did you ever touch your car?
No, not at all. In fact, my first job ever having was radio and installment of cars when I was 16 in 1988.
What does that have to do with anything? Jeff, hold on. Yeah, bro, yeah. You go way off real fast, and I'm not sure if it's meth or what, but I just need you to concentrate because you sound really tweaked right now. What I need to know is, did you ever touch your car? You said no, but you said my first job was wiring cars, blah, blah, blah. So, I mean, are you telling me you're qualified if you wanted to?
Yeah, I'm qualified. I wouldn't make a mistake if I wanted to do it, but I didn't do it.
All right, gotcha. Now, Jeff, here's the deal. Somebody messed with your car for sure. Now, maybe it wasn't you, but they say that. Did you ever install anything in your car ever? Do you have a stereo that you installed or anything, or is it all stock?
The person from CarMax, they had aftermarket fog lights, but they're done.
CarMax.
They were done. They weren't touching any fuse box. They went straight to the battery with its own inline fuse.
What did CarMax do? CarMax installed something?
No. CarMax, when I got the car from CarMax, they had an aftermarket
stereo in it. Okay.
Yeah.
So here's the deal.
What's the picture of the duct tape and the green wire in the door jamb? What is that?
I think that's instead of going through the firewall, the gentleman put it through the door jamb. But again, that has no effect to the fuse because it's not touching any fuse boxes. It's straight
Where
to
is
the
your
battery.
documentation that Toyota says the ABS modulator was never replaced, sir?
That's correct. Yes, that's correct.
Okay, do you have anything from Toyota saying that?
I do.
Can you send it to us?
I can get them to email it.
Good.
Yeah.
So they told you that this ABS module was never replaced.
No, and that somebody jerry-rigged the part that doesn't belong in Toyota. That Toyota believes that they did it at Express Auto to make the lights go off initially to seem like the work was done. But Toyota's technicians say that no ABS modulator has been replaced.
Let's just look at that report. I mean, that's pretty straightforward.
So that report I gave you, Tom, he said was their findings after he brought it back from the ABS modulator repair. I didn't have a chance to read it.
I understand. But what I want to know is why, okay, none of this actually matters because you have a warranty, okay? So you still have a problem. So just take it somewhere else for a warranty repair.
They can't because they paid for labor, for lifetime labor and parts, and they paid for that part at that shop.
So they don't, hold on, but they do not just, you don't repair something just once. It doesn't say that you only get one repair per lifetime. You have a warranty and you have a problem. So you go somewhere and say, here's my problem under warranty. You don't tell them it's the modulator. Don't tell them anything. Just tell them you have an electrical problem and it's under warranty. I don't know why it matters what these other guys did right now. If you have a warranty, your warranty company is not going to say we just paid for that. Not if they didn't just pay for it. You don't know what's wrong with your car. Apparently, it wasn't whatever they did. So you don't, there might be a brand new problem you don't know about that.
There is more problems.
Okay, well, get them fixed.
Toyota's already stated to the warranty companies that the ABS modulator has to be replaced. And they told Toyota, how could that be? It had been replaced less than a month earlier.
All right, so Toyota is claiming the ABS modulator has to be replaced, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, and they are saying that's why you're having these problems.
Are you in the Springs?
I am in the Springs.
Get it over to one of the Honest Accurates, and we'll get a report from them. Just, there's 2 locations there. Get it over to them so we can find out what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah, we do need an independent review of this. All we're asking is that we find out if it does need the ABS modulator. Listen, dealers cheat sometimes. Maybe you don't need one, but we want to know why you're having the problem, okay? And they'll take a look at it. It all comes down to that. If in fact it needs the modulator,
and they'll be able to tell,
and the modulator was already supposedly replaced, then we'll have to find out if it's under warranty. If they replaced it, they should warranty it. But Suzanne is saying they don't believe it needs replacing. So it all boils down to that, yes?
No, I think what they're saying is if it is screwed up, he screwed it up with his own rewiring he was trying to do. I think that's what he said, Tom.
Well,
just get it to Honest Accurate.
Let's get it somewhere else that we can know and trust. So can you tell him where to go there, where Jeff can bring that car to get it fixed? 303-713-8255.
Or Andy would look at it for us at Colorado Springs Dodge. Either one.
For the most part, travel across the metro area, freeways,
yes.
That's the highway you're looking for.
And that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
I wonder if that would work with our, it looks like it would work with our bed frame. Our bed frame is very similar to that.
I don't believe
So if you have a barrel walk on your plane, would you still take off?
Where is that your order number and your invoice that you were using to talk?
Oh, no. Oh, geez. Look
Look at the size of that bastard.
at he pulled the whole plane down. Holy shit, look.
Later on today, with a high.
Hold on, guys. I got a spot.
Now overcast skies and 42. Traffic and weather. 6:30. Hey, how? As far as insurance, we know roof can withstand fire. One exception being an airborne car. Seen it covered.
I can't get over how many state farmers. All right, there is absolutely no doubt someone listening is going to need a new air conditioner, and they're going to find out real soon as the heat comes. You have to double-check pricing. I don't care who you get pricing from. Go to PriceFixerDenver.com.
They'll ask a few easy questions. You can call them, too. If you don't know the answer to the question, their phone number's right there. Give them a call. But you're going to get the absolute best price on a new air conditioner. Absolute best price. PriceFixerDenver.com. Their service department is amazing, too. There's never a trip charge, never a diagnostic fee. If you have any issues with the furnace or air conditioner, call Price Fixer. PriceFixerDenver.com. Their phone number's right there.
As a performance artist, but if you, like me, rely on your voice for your job, your career, you really are one. For many people, not just singers, but lawyers and teachers and legislators.
I like that. I'm going to look at that one.
Your voice is your most important.
Does it come with a frame, or it
Yes,
fits within your frame?
He's buying the whole thing. You can buy it either way. You already had an adjustable frame. I guarantee you could use it.
Yeah, you could probably use it, but I did theirs.
Just did the whole thing. Did you get that 800 off, too?
Yes. And they come in, I think it's heavy as all get them. It's like,
The biggest thing I'd have to do is figure out it matches our furniture, because our bedroom furniture is brand new. When I say, I don't mean matches, it will fit in there.
it drops in. Now it's dropped in. We had a frame and everything that we had bought from American Furniture.
And it worked fine?
Worked perfect.
Yeah, it should work fine.
Yeah, it drops right in.
Well, you got a king now? Okay.
Yeah.
Because like I say, that is the thing on there. I've been following the queens that do
I'll tell you what's bullshit, man. They call our mattress in our RV a king. Well, it's an RV king. Well, how stupid is that? I mean, a king is a king.
Right. Right. It either is or it isn't.
But it's not.
It's a glorified queen.
It's a queen, is what I have in there.
Yeah.
But in an RV, they call it a king. Isn't that stupid?
It makes you feel better.
I said, the first thing I said to him, I said, this isn't a king. I sleep in a king. This
Oh, yes,
is
it
like
is.
a queen.
It's an RV.
It's an RV king.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
May I have another?
Did you know that RV mattresses, the king is really a queen size, but they called him an RV king?
So what if they do, what's a natural king? Is that an RV super king?
That'd be a California
So wait a
RV
minute.
king.
So wait a minute. In an RV, they don't have standard mattresses?
No, their mattress sizes are different.
Scaled down.
But where do you buy them?
I don't know. I
You
have
can order
no
them
idea.
online. They sell them online.
As RV mattresses?
Yeah.
Ours is an RV king. So when I first laid in it, I go, this isn't a king.
So what size would that be?
Yeah, is it
I think here's the
Is it
difference.
a queen?
I think the width is the same as a king,
But it's shorter.
but it's shorter.
Yeah.
So that's the RV king.
But it shouldn't be that much shorter, right?
I don't know. I never measured it. My feet don't hang
My
off.
wife changed out our mattress and put a regular mattress in, and it's probably this much shorter. The RV one has conventional mattress. Put a queen mattress in. Because our Winnebago has sleep number, and it's terrible. They put a sleep number. That was their glory on their mini Winnie. It was terrible.
Why?
It doesn't have enough padding. It's not enough there. It's got the cell that's about this wide. So if you sleep right here, perfect bed. It's got the foam, and then you got the air pillow, and then they put a pad over the top. That's what it was in the RV. It had the sleep number controls on the side and everything. That was the upgrade to that mini Winnie, and we hated it. So she went and got a mattress, put it in.
I love the one ours. Nice little.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK. Grant, what's going on with you, Grant?
Tom, what's going on?
What's happening?
Hey, I had a company, Vital Mantra, contact us for
Vital
SEO.
Mantra.
Yep.
Okay, that's a pretty weird name. And so it sounds like a new age kind of company. What are they doing for you?
Well, so in 2016, they cold called us and pitched us on offering a web service, offering like top-notch SEO service, a domain name.
Yeah, all the standard stuff. I mean, there are hundreds of these companies.
Yeah.
You know one thing they all have in common? They all have in common. And I mean everyone I've ever met, excluding none. I don't care how perfect they say they are. What they have in common
They're
is
all number one.
they all talk a game and they don't produce. That's right.
That's
They
right.
they produce for a short time, but they can't keep it up. It's just the nature of the beast.
Yeah, well, so they didn't produce it all for us. What they did is they said they were going to create an organic website, and we got a copy-paste website. And when we got that website, after signing the contract with them for a year, we started noticing some issues with it.
What were you charged for everything?
For the year, it was a $300 sign-up fee, and then $200 a month after.
And so, so how much have you paid him so far?
So I think we bailed at about $1,100.
Okay, so what do you want right now?
We want to get the word out about Vital Mantra.
That's a good idea.
With them, and we want their company closed.
No, you know what's funny? If you go to their website,
yeah, coming soon.
Coming soon, November 2018. That's their website. Coming soon, and it's November 2018. I mean,
right.
They haven't even updated that.
Well, and so they have a secondary website, and it's kind of hard. It's hidden on Google. You can find it, and it actually pops up some information about them being #1 and all these stats.
Well, they have terrible reviews, so I don't know what the hell.
They're awful.
I don't know what to tell you, man. We'll get the word out like we do. I mean, they can, we'll tell people, but it's just one of those things, man. Did you do this by credit card? You should be easily able to contest your credit card.
Yeah, what we did is we just canceled the card because we could not get a hold of them. After our website was built, we had.
But did you get your money back, though, on the previous charges?
No.
You should be able to.
Okay.
You should be. You haven't even tried to protest it?
No.
You should. You will. What card do you have? What credit card did you use?
It was, let me see, it was a Chase.
Good. They're good. They're good.
Yeah?
Yep. You go. Excuse me. You go and say, I want to contest this on the basis of fraud. Don't get into they didn't do a good job or anything. Just say it was fraud.
Sure.
Total fraud, got nothing for your services. When they go to try to get the website, you tell them there's no way to contact them. They promised you something, you never got it. Here's the good part. When you protest, no matter what it takes to get them to take the charge off, when they contact companies that do not respond, you'll always win. You'll always win. And most scammers don't respond. In fact, most busy companies don't respond. That's why you'll always get your money back. Like Apple. Apple will never respond. They don't have the time. If you contest a charge that Apple made, you'll get the money and you'll never get it back, put back on there. A lot of these internet companies, whether they're legit or not legit, when they are busy, they don't respond to credit card disputes. Now, this company is not going to respond because they're crooked. So if I were you...
Right. So get this, though, Tom. The amount from 2016 to now, they claim that we owe $5,200.
It doesn't matter. What difference does it make? Just ignore them.
The thing is we are ignoring them, but now they are threatening to file a 1099-C.
So what? You just say it's fraudulent. Just listen. Who cares? I mean, if they file a 1099 saying that that's forgiven debt, tell them to go screw themselves. Listen, it doesn't matter. You're taking the position that it's a total scam. Don't worry about it. You're too engaged with these people. Do you have a phone number for them?
I do.
Okay,
it's the one on the website. It's the
321 number.
Yeah.
321-200-0206.
Sure. Yep.
And they answer it.
Well, they won't answer for us, but before we sign the contract, they would always answer. As soon as we sign the contract, we could never get a hold of these people.
They put you on a list that these are existing customers, do not answer.
Exactly, yes.
Listen, you're worried too much. Just forget it. Contest the charge. And if you do, you will win. That's the good part. Ryan, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. I've been trying to get in touch with my landlord for quite some time now. Sent a text message February 1st.
Now, why? Why?
My toilet's constantly running. I'm paying $175 a month in utilities for a one-bedroom house. And then
now, is it just the toilet? I mean, a flapper valve you can do for $5.
Okay.
Are you paying? Do you pay water?
Yes, I pay the water. The utilities are in my name. There's also some issues with the gutters, where it's causing, whenever it snows and it melts, a huge ice patch that salt won't even get through it.
Okay, so what do you mean you can't reach the landlord? What if you didn't pay rent? Would somebody come knocking on the door?
They'd hopefully email or call me, but I didn't want to, like, pay my rent.
No, what I'm asking is, where do you pay rent?
I pay it through their website. I've also tried to contact them through their website and email.
And what do you get? No response?
No response at all. I know they've been through 3 property managers since this new company bought the property like 6 months ago.
So what is now? How do you know this is the property owner and not just a management company?
It's called Nearly Creative Homes, and I got an email back on November 7th. It said, "Hi, I'm Shandy Sandoval, the new property manager. Contact me at this number." It's a Google phone number.
Well, why don't you call the property manager?
That's who I have been calling, is the number that I was provided for the property manager.
Okay, then why don't you call the owner directly?
I don't have a contact for them.
You don't know who the owner is? You can do a search at the county records and find out who owns it.
Search county records? Okay, I know it's called Nearly Creative Homes. They own like a bunch of properties, so.
Well, listen, this can't be that difficult. I would take my address, I would go to a title company, or I would go to the clerk's office, and I would find out who owns. It's called an O&E. You search the title search of the company, find out who owns it. There's an address there. I mean, all of that's there you know, and I'd find the lender as well. If there's a lender involved, I'd contact the lender and say, we have a serious problem. We cannot get a hold of the landlord. Nothing is being taken care of. You ought to be concerned as a lender. I would also contact the owner directly. You'll get a result, but you have to do some legwork. I mean, I don't know, because otherwise we would simply call this property manager for you, but apparently that property manager doesn't answer, right?
Correct. Yeah, I just didn't know who to contact next. I tried the Housing Authority.
No, Housing Authority doesn't care. Nobody regulates this stuff. Nobody cares about a renter. Really, you have to sue them. If you want to sue them, you can sue them, but why don't you just leave? I don't understand. Why don't you just leave?
Well, I'm under lease, and I love the location. I really like the house. I just want it's a couple minor issues, but I want them fixed, and it's concerning that I can't contact them.
But see, if they're really minor issues, you should try to fix them yourself. I mean, really, honest. Like the toilet valve it's literally a rubber flapper valve you replace in 5 seconds, and it costs $5 at Home Depot. But if you don't know how to do it, maybe a friend does. I mean, that kind of stuff is too minor. Now, as far as this ice, I mean, what's the big deal that there's ice? Other than those two things, what are you really talking about? What is so bad here? Tell me. I'm not sticking up for the landlord. I'm trying to figure out what is the issue here.
The biggest issue for me is it's concerning that I can't contact them. What happens when it is a major issue?
Well, here's the deal, though. But Brian, it's not a requirement that you have a line to the landlord. Oh, I think it would be a great idea if you could. But right now, other than the ice and the flapper valve, your toilet, what else is the problem? Do you have any other problems?
Nothing really, no.
You're just kind of weirded out that you can't reach them.
Yes.
And that the property manager doesn't talk back, right?
Correct.
Okay. Well, when is your lease up?
1 more year. I signed an 18-month lease.
Wow. Okay. So you like the location, you like the rent. Honest to goodness, Ryan, the more I think about this, I don't even know what you're calling about. I mean, you're calling about that you can't reach them. All right. I don't know what to say, man. I would put a note in with the rent. Hey, it would be nice to have an emails where I could reach you or something. But I thought you had more of an issue, but I narrowed it down. So you're saying, well, what if there was something major? Well, I don't know, Ryan. I mean, there are plenty of landlords that insulate themselves through management companies. I would tell the management that you really are concerned that he doesn't respond to you, and that you may be forced to do a constructive eviction if they don't fix any serious problems. But you don't have any serious problems. That's the problem. So I think the guy's just thinking there's no reason to call back. Do you see? He's hearing about ice and he's hearing about a toilet running, and he's thinking it's not that serious. I'm almost positive that's what's happening.
This is Denver's Talk Station 630 KHOW.
Paid $125 for his water bill, which probably should have been $25 for a $5 part or less.
I wish I could see it.
Suzanne, I can't get your emails. Can you just do a test, just a real quick test?
Yeah. Well, yours is more than that?
Shit, dude, I'm your partner. You don't have to turn on the water. It's $70.
No way.
That's serious.
Yeah, $70?
Oh yeah. You don't even have to pour yourself a glass of water. $70 right there.
Well, so what's in the summer when you water your grass?
Well, right now, let's see. My water bill last month was $92. When it goes to summertime, it'll be closer to $150, $160.
I sent a test.
Oh, that's not bad. $160 for water.
Oh, there it is.
How is that? But right now, it's 20.
I wonder why you're not getting my.
You're sure it's only $150 when you start watering the lawn, or don't you water?
Try looking in your spam for my pictures.
3 times a week, twice a day.
Wow, it's only that much difference between wet summer and winter? That's crazy. No, I would have thought I'd done a lot more. So they just have a higher upfront cost.
Dude, that's outrageous. And see, we didn't even realize it until, I had a rental place, and it was empty.
I'm sending it to T. Martino.
And I called up, and there's got to be a mistake. There's nobody in the house. There was
Just so you know.
That's a big monthly, sir.
Wow. If the water's cheap, but the fee is very expensive.
Whether you use it or not, we're charging you. How is that okay?
Actually, that's a good thing, because like I say, they only water like
Oh, yes, and no. Just look at a tap fee. What's a tap fee going to Colorado for now? $50,000?
No, it depends on the water district.
Last time,
commercial can be that much.
They can be, yeah.
Commercial can.
But some of them don't have big tap fees at all. I mean, it depends on what bond they're trying to pay.
So that Centennial property behind I own from your place, it was $30,000
for tap fee.
Houses could be 20. I mean, it depends on the district.
Yep, it sure does. They recover the money out of doing those. And what are you going to do?
They recover the capital boost fee, and then the operating is the water fee.
Stratford's trying to sell that lot again.
Is he trying to sell it?
Yeah, he just put it up here about 2 weeks ago.
Is Parker well water, or is that...
It's crap is what it is. I'm pretty sure whatever water everybody else is using has gone to the sewage.
I got a spot.
They want us with
Now's the time to do it because it's neither really cold or really warm. You can get your furnace and air conditioner both checked. $39 each, which is an amazing deal, or you can do both of them for $68. Why don't you have it done? They will come in and clean and disassemble to the extent they can. They take out the components, they clean them, they adjust them. They give you a complete and full good bill of health, which is good for the entire season with no breakdowns. That's Fix It 24/7. 720-526-3939. FixMyHome.com.
Yeah, I won't drink Parker water, do that.
Do you have like a water softener or
No.
filter?
I just buy water.
Okay.
It's just easy to keep a case in the fridge, man.
Is it really a good thing to filter your water, Colorado? Is it? It's got issues, doesn't it? I've heard
No, it's
more
hard
about filtering the water in your home. Putting any.
Well, reverse osmosis is a pretty good way just for drinking water.
Why, is there something wrong with the water?
You know, I've heard that multiple people saying that the water in Colorado has a lot of minerals and scale and stuff like that. And
Go to Florida.
It's pretty much well water if it's
so bad.
Yeah.
Like up in the mountains, it's really hard.
It's just you hear it said, but it's like who's the authority of the person saying that?
Yeah.
It's like you know, and they try to sell you on the big, you know, for the whole system. Yeah, for the whole house. I've had a guy, a friend, that's like, oh,
You dealt with a lot of water in Florida, didn't you, Tom?
Did I what?
Dealt with a lot of water issues in Florida?
40% of Americans carry a credit card
I love when they spray the lawns and they use that well water and it smells like sulfur and nasty. It just stinks. Go get a place in Florida and it just, when that sprinkler comes out, it's like,
Oh, really?
oh yeah.
Is that deep wells they get?
There's water everywhere in Florida. Kind of like everywhere.
I wonder why Mueller won't release the report.
It's not Mueller releasing the report. Mueller provides the report to the Attorney General, and then it's up to the Attorney General what he does. Now, customarily, he turns around and gives a summary of the report itself.
Which he did.
They do not typically hand out the entire report for political purposes, and from both sides of the aisle, people are wanting to see that whole report. But it's not up to Mueller to release it.
Right.
Up to 2 months of more.
And they said they would release the whole thing to Congress and redact the reports to the public.
Oh, they agreed to do that now?
That's what they had voted on. But the House voted 100% to do the release.
Well, I don't think the House can force him to do so. I think it's still his choice.
That's very well could be.
I don't think.
What a mess.
It is a mess.
What did they spend on that? How many millions?
25 million. I think it was 25 million.
And I don't know why the Democrats want it so much. I'm going to guarantee you there's enough information there to indict a lot of freaking Dems.
I hope.
Yeah. It's like you may not really, you may be asking
that's
for
what I
something you
hope
really don't want.
happens. That's what I hope happens. This is that. Oh, so Obama did know about this.
Orthodontics Men's Clinic has a variety of treatment options, and they have combinations.
There's so much crap going on back there. You have no idea what's really going on.
Yeah. Yeah. What were those attorney generals back there? What was her name and stuff? She was.
Loretta Lynch.
Yeah, Loretta Lynch.
What about Janorino?
Issues,
man.
Could be worse. Could be Eric Holder.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know what? He just leveled it up, didn't he?
Set the bar right there, boy.
Crafty, baby.
He was crafty.
Crafty.
Choose from top-rated self-propelled walk-behind models or time-saving
It's amazing. The liberals have said that they sounded so good up in the front and the whole back end is just.
I love AOC's whole freaking Green Deal. It didn't get a single vote. She went on a tirade afterwards. I mean, come on.
Well, she said because it didn't get to go to the discussion.
It didn't get a single vote.
They didn't debate it first, which they normally debate it.
Wonder why? Because it was easy.
Yes.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK. What is on your mind? How can we help you? I ask that question every day. So, we really have had a lot of interesting problems, all car-related. Wow. How about this, Adam? What is going on?
Hi, Tom. I bought a set of brakes online, and I never received them. I sued the company. I went out to California and sued them.
Wait a minute. You went out to California just to sue them?
Yeah, it was a long ordeal.
Wow. Why did you... Were you going out to California anyway, or did you just really, really get pissed off?
My wife and I, she's here too. We made it kind of a vacation.
Okay, cool. That's a great idea. Did you sue in a small claims court out there?
I did, yeah. It was about $600 worth of brakes.
Did you get a judgment?
I did, but I don't know what to do with it now.
Okay. Well, here's the deal. You got a California judgment, and it's very difficult to domesticate it because you got it out there. But it's okay. You can go to a collector out there and just say, you know what, have at it. Because if you have a judgment, they're allowed to add attorney's fees.
Okay. So how do I find a collector?
Well, you find a collection attorney. You just look them up. But get an attorney, a real attorney who does collections. Don't just go to somebody, and don't ever pay money in advance. Unless it's a licensed attorney, a member of the bar, and it's a retainer, there's nothing wrong with that. But remember this. You're not guaranteed you're going to get your money. You're not guaranteed anything. So if you do pay a retainer, you know, they can add that to the judgment at the end. But what if the guy just doesn't have anything or goes bankrupt?
Well, that's the thing. It's all an online business. In the paperwork, they said I could get a sheriff to do a tilt tap to, you know, take the money out.
Oh yeah, you can get pretty aggressive. That's right. You can get pretty aggressive. You can find out where the guy warehouses stuff. But if it's drop shipped, then he doesn't own it. But he keeps money in an account somewhere. But a good collection attorney will start by doing interrogatories. Did this guy even show up?
No, he didn't.
Okay.
It's a default judgment?
What's that?
My wife says it was a default judgment.
It's still a good judgment. A default is still good. But I would wait on a default judgment for 6 months before I start enforcing it. Because within 6 months, he can give a good excuse and maybe get it overturned.
Okay.
So
would I end up paying more in attorney's fees?
No, not if you find one. Listen, there's not enough money to make it worth anybody's time, but if you find a young, hungry collection attorney who adds to it, you can collect. But yeah, you could end up spending more than it's worth. Yes, the answer is yes.
Hey, Tommy?
Yes.
I just had one of our angels refer me to someone for him, so I'll give him that info.
Yeah, what you do, look, if you want, if you don't have any luck, get back to us.
He just needs to catch a break. I mean,
What's that?
I'm kidding. He needs to catch a break.
He needs to catch a break. Oh, well, that's funny. Adam, here's something I want to know. What's the name of the company, at least, so we can warn others?
Yeah, that's what I was wanting to get. It's Rusty Nuts, N-U-T-Z, and Rods.com.
Rusty Nuts and Rods?
Yeah.
God. Okay. How are his reviews?
They seem legitimate.
Yeah.
They were all really good online, you know, and then they just didn't ship it.
Is his name Rusty?
Yeah, it is. Well, the boss is Rusty, but I never actually talked to the boss. You know,
But he's not Mr. Nuts, is he? I mean, that's not his name, is it?
Maybe Mr. Bolts.
He might be.
God, okay. Hey, send us a copy of the judgment if you want. We'd have some fun with it online. You ought to start shaming him online. I would turn up the pressure, man, especially if you got a judgment. Jody, welcome. What's happening, Jody?
Oh, yeah. I'm signing a car over to someone who isn't exactly very trustworthy.
Now, when you say signing it over, are you selling it?
No, I'm giving it to her.
Okay. And so what's your concern?
Okay, if she doesn't go over to the DMV to register the title, and I have already taken the tags off, I'm still responsible if she drives on that car. So how
Whoa. Who said you're responsible?
Well, if I don't have anything to prove...
That's right, if you don't have anything to prove. So you do a bill of sale, and you have her sign something acknowledging she bought it.
Okay, for $0?
Or $1.
Okay. I just wondered what I needed to do.
Now listen, I'm not giving you legal advice on getting out of liability, because any crazy person in the world can sue you for anything. They can say, you shouldn't have sold it to her. I mean, you never know, but this goes for anybody. What were you going to say, Al?
Add, make sure you put the VIN number on there and the date.
Oh, yeah, to identify the car, right.
Absolutely.
Put a date, put the VIN number, say you sell it to her, or you can say, I hereby give it to you, and she accepts it. But here's the deal. If this woman isn't going to register it, she's not going to register it. I mean, nothing you do is going to help that. Are you almost positive she's not going to register it?
Oh, yeah, pretty close to almost positive.
Then I wouldn't give it to her. Why would you? Because now you're becoming negligent. You're saying that you know you are giving your car to a deadbeat, and if she kills somebody with it, you have just said that you know she's untrustworthy. Why would you do that? Why wouldn't you donate it to a charity or something?
Because she purchased it.
You just said you were giving it to her. How much did she give you for it?
Oh, no, she didn't purchase it from me. She bought the car and then had me put it in her name to drive her around. But I'm not doing that after a year of doing that.
No, hold on a second.
She
Hold on. She bought the car when?
About a year ago, a year and 3 months late.
Okay. And she let you drive her around, is that right?
Yes, it's better wear and tear on her vehicle than mine.
Right. But here's what I want to know, Jody. What is the title in her name?
No, it's in mine.
Okay.
Okay, the agreement was, before I even put it in my name, was that I would give it back to her as soon as she got her driver's license.
I get you.
But she didn't do that. She didn't do that, and I have driven her around for a year.
Does she still doesn't have her license?
No, she has done nothing to get it. So
well, Jody, are you related to this person?
Yes.
Huh? Is it your daughter?
No, it's my sister.
Okay. Jody, you're going to have a problem here, man. I don't know what to tell you. You're going to have a problem. You know, I don't know what to tell you.
Is a problem.
I know. So if you tell her you're no longer doing this, she's going to want the car, right? And
that's exactly right.
Okay. And then she's going to take the car and drive it illegally with no license and no registration, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Holy crap. You're in a quandary right now because you're knowingly doing this. You're knowingly... Somebody, actually, if you killed one of my kids and she didn't have a license, I'd come after you saying you knew damn well you were giving it to a deadbeat who didn't deserve it, who didn't have a license. I'd come after you. Let's put it that way. I know every personal injury attorney in town would come after you. So you gotta figure out how to do this.
So I was wondering how I could get off the title before I hand it over to her. Can I have somebody drive her to the DMV and then meet her there? And
Yep, you could do that. You could go together to DMV, and then you know it's in her name, and you're out of it.
That's exactly what I want.
Or make sure she registers it. You hate this idea, but you go to DMV with her and say, look, I'm transferring this to my sister right now, and I want her to register it right now, and make her insure it. And if you have to help pay for it, you should, just to get her off.
How's she going to insure it with no driver's license?
Yeah, she's not.
Good point.
She's not. Does she have another friend that will take the car?
Her son, I guess.
Maybe you do it to... Listen, Jody, this goes way deeper than a phone call. We got some problems here, the enabling and all of that. You have an anchor around your neck.
Sponsored by Farmers Insurance.
We are farmers.
Become the banker 30 spot.
I feel better about any problems I'm having right now.
Trouble-free.
Isn't it sometimes family is just like the craziest thing?
Yeah, you wouldn't do that for a neighbor, maybe for a week, but that's about it.
Do you have any kids?
I have 3 kids, and my wife is from a family of 8, all girls. Her family's a nightmare.
30?
A good nightmare?
No, it's non-stop drama.
At Farmers Insurance, we know the sound of a perfect hot air balloon landing.
Mike's going on.
And
if you're looking for a safe, conservative investment, really, I can find nothing wrong with this. I want you to look at the video, becomethebanker.info. Now, I'm not saying it's a get-rich-quick. I'm not saying it's for everyone, but I can't find anything wrong with it. You know, it's a simple investment. It's a life insurance policy. That part is not the investment, but it allows you to put money away tax-free. It's what the government allows you to do, overfunding life insurance. They want you to have a lot of life insurance. Okay, so you can use that money by borrowing it and never paying tax on it, especially in retirement. Find out more. Becomethebanker.info. Becomethebanker.info.
There were smoking sections on airplanes, in restaurants, and then gradually it got to be where it wasn't anywhere. It's not part of the social norm anymore. It's not accepted. I was at a party this summer, and there wasn't a single person smoking, even in my own home.
They didn't turn around and make bubblegum flavor so that the 13-year-old was smoking.
They stopped that?
I thought they did.
They had peppermint, candy, bubblegum,
when my son was
unicorn piss. They have all kinds of flavors.
14, 15, something like that. He had one of those little vape pens. He had it hidden in his room. I don't remember what I was in there for. It wasn't actually stupid when I came across it. I was like, all right, well, shit. So I glued the whole thing together, so it was completely unusable. Super glue. And then I put it back where I found it.
Oh my goodness.
I hear him in there one night, fucking bitch. And knock on the door. Hold on. He shuts the door. I said, what's wrong? He sounded upset. Nothing. I said, is that fucking vape pen not working right?
I do gotta say, it's better than tobacco. It is better than tobacco.
Way to go, Dad.
Way to go, yeah.
Good move. Why'd you ruin it? I could have sold it.
Look at how many high school boys, though, like baseball players are dipping and stuff. I mean, that's bad.
That's not a good deal.
Nicotine-infused toothpicks, man. It's been 3 weeks since I took
I'm gonna call Karen.
Really? That's what you use?
As I get out here.
For now.
And,
You do it yourself?
Out anything
No, I'm
from
gonna buy them.
Surety Bond Company.
Could you buy just nicotine?
So I told her to contact them
those
directly.
in those
I'm gonna
vapes?
make a claim on it.
Oh. You have to know. I mean, I've been trying to kill it.
It was a stretch.
I had a dip in like
Used
3
to,
weeks.
I don't think that's different, man, that's bad. I don't want to
They
keep
added-
teeth. Oh.
They added
Why would you
21, which wasn't there
kidding me.
before.
Where do you
The purpose
keep
of the
you
bond
do the
is
watch, you do tobacco or
that
you
the interested party can go after
that stuff?
the dealer
Yeah.
without having to go through the point. The
So
dealer
it makes it what,
It was I hope you don't get lip cancer.
Well, did you see the
37 years.
No, I mean, I read what you said. I mean, that sounds bad.
There are times it's like, you know what?
I've seen people.
The question is it easier to go ahead and take a dip or to kill the person sitting across
Is
the
that
table?
the gas tank strap?
Yeah,
Well, why did you try Jewel?
and it's all solid rust, right?
I don't want to pay for another hat.
Well, that's what your toothpicks are.
Yeah, but all these believers kind of take the edge off. They really don't. And this one's been dead for a while.
It's not-
A lot of it's your oral fiction.
Nicotine is just a drug, it's not
Right.
cancer causing.
With
like the
fresh
rest.
spray
Right.
on.
But, I mean, this satisfies the oral fixation too.
To try to hide it.
No, you're right,
That
that
means
means
they
chewing on
knew.
something like that is,
It was
just want something to chew on. Once you get the fix.
Previous owner have done that?
Well, you didn't.
Don't smoke.
How do you know that? I mean, are some of the guys that bad?
Yeah.
I don't know what.
The only stuff I smoke is medical.
Carflex. I see this happen all the time.
I don't
It's
doubt
more
it.
miserable.
What's worse,
One of
the
the
tobacco,
things,
chew tobacco, or the snuff?
Well,
Hi, Tom Martino here.
Welcome, 303-713-TALK. Kevin's got a comment for that woman who was going to give the car to her sister and was concerned about it being registered properly and really in her name, so she's not on the hook. Kevin, what's your comment?
Hey, Tom, when I sell a car, I usually pull the plates off.
Well, yeah, for sure. She was going to do that. She was going to do that.
Okay, I didn't make sure, because once there's no plates on it, then she'd be pulled over for no plates on a car.
Well, that's true. That's true. Listen, I don't think that anyone selling a car or transferring a car is going to get in trouble commonly. I don't think it's going to be something that's done often. But people look for any connection whatsoever. I mean, even when kids take the car, you shouldn't have left the keys where they could find them or whatever, and you knew you had an unlicensed driver and the kid liked to drink or party. They look for anything. Okay, Jim has an update on Maximum Auto. Now, which one was this, Jim? Help me out here. Which one was this, Suzanne? Do you remember? No, Jim, which one was this?
Well, we purchased a vehicle at Maximum Auto back in June, and within a week we were having it back in the shop for repairs.
Oh, with the warranty, right.
Yeah, it came down to the transmission 3 times, the universal joint, the front differential. I mean, it literally was in the shop for 88 days from June until I finally
So
traded it
what
off.
happened?
Well, so basically they're like, oh, you're covered under warranty. We're not going to buy it back from you. We won't do anything. It's all under you. Here, we'll give you this on a trade-in, which was
Ridiculous,
about
right?
60% of the value of what I
Yeah.
bought it for. And so I basically did all the tune to the repairs of about 10 to 11,000.
Holy crap! How much
Well,
did you
I'm
buy
covered under
How much did you buy it for?
17,000.
And you put another 10 in it?
Well, my warranty covered everything. I only paid $300.
Excellent. Your warranty actually covered everything?
Yes, it did.
That's pretty cool. How the heck did you manage that?
It's called being one pissed off guy and firing off numerous phone calls to him on a daily basis.
Holy cow. What were some of the things it did for you?
Well, there was transmission in the right at the transmission. There was a multiple time change with the transfer case. They repaired the transfer case 3 times with parts, and then they finally replaced the whole thing. The front drive shaft was actually fractured, and then there was something with the rocker arms, and then they had a engine mount broken too. So all of those things they covered under warranty.
Okay, you're one lucky guy because, man, those used car warranties are good for nothing, and you have to fight for them. And they always try to say it's previous condition or previous, a pre-existing condition or normal wear and tear. There are so many things working against you. What year is this car?
It was a 2012.
Well, you did a good job badgering them. What is your additional question?
Well, so basically I was out of vehicle for a duration of 88 days. Now the shop did, the insurance covered 10 days of $25 a day coverage. Well, of course, I'm not going to buy an ice skate of a vehicle to rent, so I upgraded, and I paid $40 a day. But, there's 78 days of where I was pulling money out of my pocket that wasn't covered by insurance.
Well, what does so you have insurance coverage, or are you talking about the warranty again?
The extended warranty service gave me 5 days per repair.
Okay, gotcha.
Well, they held that thing forever and a day. I mean, it was in the shop literally one time for more than 4
I understand,
days, right?
but that's contractual, though.
Correct.
So what are you looking for? Are you looking to be reimbursed by someone else?
Could I go back after the dealership and say you sold me a lemon of a vehicle, which is a piece of crap? And
well, you can go back. Anyone can go after anyone for anything. I keep saying that. Whether or not you'll get anything, let's analyze this. You're saying I suffered this loss because you sold me a piece of crap, but it was all covered under warranty. Everything that they promised you, you got, which is amazing. You got a used vehicle, you got the warranty, and the warranty fixed the car. And you knew the conditions of which the warranty would fix the car. You knew that you would get 5 days of rental for each repair. That in itself is amazing. I mean, it really is. So, yeah, you can go after anybody for anything, but I, for the life of me, can't figure out if you're going to win this. I would say no, but you seem to be a pain in people's ass to a point where they give in, so you may want to go after them. Let them, really, Jim, I'm serious when I say that. Some people are noisy enough, they're successful. We're out of time. Don't forget, Kimmer Transmission, Pro Auto Care, and SOS Inspections are guests today, and save all your problems for me.
I'm John Simmons, manager of agriculture for Tabasco.
He got even 5 days per repair.
We should have asked him.
People never get that. I mean, this guy got more than I ever dreamed he would get.
Did he say the warranty company?
He never said it.
Wow.
I mean, that guy was just...
Maximum Auto Search is another horrible.
Up to the radio.
You guys sent me down there twice.
Maximum?
Yeah, one time I got a gal with a Pathfinder transmission. Got them to buy that car back 7 days after they took it home to Highlands Ranch. Yeah, so